don't even know what's So I'll follow up with a list of people who have been harassing, and
I will be on shortly. I think they'll all troll me. I don't care.
Anything else?
Well, you don't. No, fucker. Listen, you don't get to make the determination unless they're harassing you. She gets to make the determination.
Hi, Dusty. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you breathe heavier than me when you're getting railed in the ass in prison? Just curious.
Cute.
Yes,
let's
cute.
Find out.
Why don't you bring Sarah up? She didn't want to talk to me on her own.
It's a long ass breathing segment.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't deny it. So why don't you bring Sarah up? She didn't want to talk to me.
I've never even been to prison.
Maybe with you,
I've never even been to prison.
Like
You're just making up things.
When you need to debate me, it has to be with a friendly mod that'll allow you to interrupt. Maybe Sarah will have better luck with a friendly mod for her that could let her interrupt the entire time.
Well, what do you want to talk to Sarah about? I thought you wanted to talk to me.
Well, for example, Sarah's talking about brigading. My question to her would be, is it brigading if she did a show talking shit on me for 5 hours, then raided over, then had her audience saying in my chat that they were going to mass report me? Is that brigading?
No, that wasn't her audience.
That's not true at all. It was directly her audience.
Just like that chick you and Andrew pulled up on stage that one day out of the chat, the Jew who was talking about Sarah or Rachel being Jewish.
So your argument is it was coincidental that Sarah raided me, someone that was on her channel in her chat before the raid, then came over and said, I hate what you did with Sarah. We're mass reporting you. But that wasn't from Sarah's audience.
Can you pull up the live
Sarah
chat?
Can see it. Who it was. Sarah could see it. She was there. She was in the chat when it happened.
I want to see it. You're making a claim. I haven't seen it. I don't know about it.
Bring Sarah up. She knows about it.
No, you don't call the fucking shots here, Rob.
That's right. See now,
you're out of your goddamn mind.
In fairness, I should call the shots because your entire channel's just talking about me. The little table scraps you get. I'm glad that I'm such a great streamer.
World-class passive-aggressive pussy, perhaps,
see?
But not debater.
There you go. See? That's all you have. Your whole channel's just talking about me. I'm happy I could do it for you, Dusty. Someone has to throw you a bone. Ask Sarah. Ask Sarah if she raided me and that happened.
I'm not going to ask her anything.
If it did happen, Dusty, would that be brigading?
If it did happen. No, probably not.
Why not? Your definition.
One person making a chat.
No. Your argument, it was brigading if Andrew did a stream and said, "Hey, I don't like her anymore. I'm not dealing with her." That's brigading. What if he would have raided her? If he would have raided her,
that's not at all what happened.
If he would have raided her, would that have been brigading? After he did that stream?
After he did that stream, yes, it would have.
Okay, but when Sarah talks shit on me in a stream for 5 hours and then raids me, that's not brigading?
No, she didn't.
Why is that not brigading? Explain
because
why
she was explaining. I'm about to. She was explaining her side of the narrative that you and Andrew had put out there. Oh. You guys had a monopoly on the narrative, and she finally responded to it and gave her side of it.
She'd done multiple videos.
When she raided you, she didn't say anything hostile. She didn't give any instructions.
Neither did
she didn't say go show them the power of the tomato. She didn't say drop 1,000 subs in an hour. That was Andrew.
Andrew was reading super chats. What she did was talk shit. First off, she had her chance to respond several times, had done several videos before that one. Secondly, she passive aggressively titled the video something about me, then changed the name afterwards. Third, after talking shit the entire time, she raided over. And then she pretended to be like, oh, I was just trying to help you, Rob. Now, it's this reason that everyone that's watching this should know that you're all full of shit. All of you. It's never been about, oh, we were just innocent. We didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And why would people get mad at us? And this is what you all do. You're liars. You're passive aggressive. You won't say things positive.
you're trying to hold me account for something somebody else did.
So bring her up.
That wasn't at all the same. It wasn't at all the
She's
same.
right backstage. Bring her up.
She is backstage.
Right. So bring her up. That's what I thought.
He's not calling the shots, but if you want to talk to him, I'll let you come over and talk to him.
He's mixing up his videos. He says I was talking about him for 5 hours, or that was a Sleepy Tomato night. And we were talking about completely different stuff. I think Rob came up like right towards the tail end from the chat or something. I can't remember. But he's just mixing up the videos. We did go raid him, but my chat wanted to go raid him, and I specifically said them, let's go show love and Olive Branch. Go send some tomatoes and hearts.
You see, bullshit.
And then go hang
bullshit.
Out with Flo. So
bullshit.
I mean, there were very specific instructions I gave to the chat. And then the
passive aggressive bullshit. Do you see this?
Whatever that lady
do you see what's going on? Do you see how it is?
Something. I even went into his chat and said, like, do not do that. Like, I do not, like, don't do reporting. Like, that's stupid.
And it is a good point to say, nobody do any reporting after this.
Look at this. Look at White Knight Dusty
I don't
there.
Stand for that shit.
She knows she can't talk to me.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, wait a White Knight for. Hey, as always, she can't fight her own battles.
I know that you want a screaming match. I know that you want to get in a screaming match with a girl. I've seen you do it before.
I'm not screaming.
You want to do it again.
Screaming. This is how I talk to them. It's not like you, Dusty. I don't hide behind trolls. I could actually say things for myself. Unlike you, that
how am I hiding? You blocked me.
Because why did I? So let's see how this goes. I blocked you because you had a panel that I was unaware of at the time of a bunch of people that were coming over one by one trolling me. Once someone said Dusty's live right now and it's a panel, I said, why doesn't Dusty come on then? He's such a big boy. Why doesn't he come on? Your argument is
you unaware and aware at the same time, Rob.
I just told you how. Listen again. I started to get people on. Do you think that I knew Orthodox guy was from your channel? Or the guy with the hat that was pretending to be like someone who supported me only to troll me at the end? You think I knew that those were trolls from your channel when it started?
Yes, I do.
No, I didn't. I didn't know until someone in my chat said Dusty's live. That's where these people were coming over. I didn't even know the guy in the hat until the very last minute, right? When he was like, wait, real quick. When I was like, yeah, I got to go tonight, blah, blah, blah. Because at that point he was glazing me and then was like, oh, I got to go, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, oh, fuck you or something like that at the end. Then once I realized, this is all people from Dusty's channel. So yes, I blocked someone who's intentionally admitting that they were sending over to troll me for my live stream when I was having callers. Okay?
Rob,
what's that have to do with Sarah? You having to protect Sarah?
Continue to let them up and invite them over.
Why did I continue to allow people?
Why did you gatekeep your panels? You have one-on-one call-ins,
right?
You continued to invite and allow people from your chat to come over.
People from my chat to come over.
No, people from my chat.
I didn't know they were from your chat.
I can share screen and I can show you somebody in your chat saying, I just flipped over.
Right, that's the point. Is once people told me these are trolls from
your second guy, that was Landry. Before the guy with the hat, even you're lying about your timeline, Rob.
I'm telling you right now.
It is demonstrable. It's demonstrable.
I'm telling you right now. When the first person that called over, I had no clue that you were doing a panel right then. That you guys were all sitting around. I knew they were fans of yours, probably, or at least fans of radical coders.
So you don't want to look at the chat at how early your chat
was telling you. I don't give
a
shit. What's it matter? This chat's going to say Dusty's doing a panel right now. All these people came from it.
I am not playing that. You said exactly this game. I'm not playing that game with you.
What I'm telling you is, I could have guessed that these were people that were supporters of you. I did not know that you were doing. Right. I did not know that you were doing a panel with a bunch of people discussing how to troll me and then sending them over one by one.
That's not what we were doing at all.
I did not know that until afterwards.
Did you watch this? That's not even what happened at all. That's not what happened at all.
Here's what
North went over there. North went to go talk to you.
Yeah, that was the
once he learned that you were live. When he learned that you were live, he went to talk to you. He'd been wanting to talk to you. He's Conor's homie.
Okay. Yep, we talked to him. I don't think he was a troll from your channel.
We watched that.
Okay.
He left my panel to go talk to you, so we tuned in to watch it. That was not trolling. After that was done, we quit watching. We moved on to something else. And then somebody else decided to go over and talk to you too. I mean,
you're saying that I was incorrect when I saw from your video that night of the people that were calling over trolling me, coming back to your video talking about it, and then coming back over. When I saw that afterwards, I'm wrong? That didn't occur?
There was no organization.
And then when you...
People from my channel saw you and North crashing out, and they decided to go play on their own. There was no
And then they came back and were discussing it as they were coming back over.
Sure,
and one of the guys...
after.
Right, and then one of the guys said, yeah, we did very poorly. And you said, no, boys, we did a great job tonight. It was all funny.
So, Rob...
That didn't happen?
Are you a podcaster? Do you run a YouTube channel?
Yes. Why are you changing the subject?
Well, do you know how to handle trolls?
Yes.
What do you do
I think I did very well.
Why are you so sensitive about it?
I'm not. I blocked you after I dealt with you and made you look like fools.
You blocked me. You cried about it to everybody.
I didn't.
You made videos about me after blocking me. You blocked me on X.
I didn't want to deal with... how would you deal with trolls? You tell me. You don't block them?
If you actually don't want to deal with a troll, you don't bring them on stage.
You block them.
You don't keep releasing new videos with their face on the fucking thumbnails like you did of me.
I did. I don't know what exactly my editor clipped. I don't much give a shit.
None of you fuckers are responsible for anything over there, are you?
We actually have...
do everything.
Well,
Mr. E did everything. Your editor does
Dusty,
shit. You don't have a fucking clue what's going on your own channel, do you?
Dusty, if you get to the point where people are interested in hearing you for anything other than little drama from the Crucible, maybe you too would be able to hire a team of people. I'm sorry you don't have that good fortune. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I blocked you, didn't want to deal with it. My editor can put videos up that he wants about the things that I talk about. You talk about me on an almost daily basis. I don't give a shit.
You are in charge of the content on your channel.
Yes, that's true. I don't care. Yes. I'm unimpressed with your telling me how I should deal with trolls. I'll deal with them as I see fit. I think I've done very well. And what's this have to do with you guys trolling me and then me blocking you for it and then you white knighting for Sarah and not leaving her talk to me? What's that have anything to do with that?
The reason I'm not leaving her talk to you is because you think that you run this shit. You're confused.
I don't.
You've been confused since day one about how important you are. You're not important. You understand that?
Who is more important, me or Sarah?
Nobody's impressed with robnoerr's fucking clout.
Who is more important, me or Sarah? Just curious. And you're less important than her, so where's that put you, Dusty? Your entire streaming career is just the scraps of Crucible drama. That's it. So I would say that probably puts me as more important than you.
I have people that I troll that are lol cows. I have people I make content about who are smaller than me, bigger than me.
Amazing.
It's who antagonizes me and then runs.
Very good.
You threw a rock and hid your hand. You got on my radar, you fat bitch.
Wow. And I don't give a shit. So? And? So what?
What are you here for?
Well, I was coming to talk to Sarah and talk to Trippy.
Well, then you should invite Sarah on your panel, or you should join her sometime.
Sarah rated me, and I said, why don't you come up right now? She chose not to. Instead, she wanted her audience to come harass me and then complain about brigading on other streams.
She has open panels regularly. I bet she lets you up.
I don't give a shit. I wanted to talk to her one-on-one and not with her having the power to moderate. You're here to moderate. I accept you as a moderator. She's backstage right now. Yeah. Unless she's saying she refuses to talk, then I understand. Why don't you bring her up?
Something. You want
to
set
something up for tomorrow? This is it. This is all I have to talk about. She's here right now. I'm here right now. Why won't she come up?
That is true. That is true.
So why won't she come up?
We can set it up for tomorrow. We can even set it up for later tonight.
I'm uninterested. You don't run this shit, Dusty. Dusty, you don't run this shit. You don't run this shit.
You're not going to talk to her right now. You're not going to. That's off the table. If you want to set something up, we can do that.
Hey, if she's afraid and you're afraid to let her, that's perfectly fine. I'm not interested in setting shit up with you people. She's here now. I'm here. You're here. Let's do it.
He requires special treatment because he can't hang in a totally neutral environment. And this has been clear of Rob for a long time. Like, if you put him in a totally neutral environment, he gets blown the fuck out every fucking time. Never seen him take a W in a completely neutral environment.
Right, another guy sucks, Whick, talking shit on me. Meanwhile, who needs special treatment? You guys can't do it right now while we're all here and available? Who's the one that needs special treatment?
We're not.
How about Trippy? Right, can Trippy come up? Do you allow him? Or are you his dad too?
I'm your dad right now.
You're not.
Do you want to humor Rob? Trippy. Rob, he's not there. Maybe if I get another $100 in, I'll bring you back up. But right now, you're just wasting my time. You want to talk to Sarah. I told you it's not going to happen. The reason it's not going to happen is because your belligerent, pushy little attitude. If you want to schedule something, I'm happy to schedule it. I can do it later this afternoon. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it whenever you want. Or you can catch her on one of her open panels. She has a fucking ton of them. Or you can bring people over and have your side pay me $100 to bring you back up to spin your wheels some more. But what's not going to fucking happen, Rob, you're not going to talk to her on this stream. It's not going to happen. I don't give a fuck what.
So that's it.
Oh, wait. I forgot. I wanted $100 to deal with your bitch ass anymore.
Okay. Well, no one donate money over
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today on all channels.
So
just want to let you all know, I don't covert contract my audience. I'm not the Crucible. I'm not Andrew. I'm not Rob. I'm perfectly fine with new subs liking me and liking them. Nobody needs to take up my fights from.
There we go. Now, just in case anyone wonders, there will be never a time where I talk to Dusty again. Just so we're clear on that. He had his chance. He wanted to be the big man, right? By the way, that's not accurate, the super chat goal, but that's okay. We'll leave it up there. Had his chance to be the big man. There you got it. Now, I understand that's how they're used to the moderation. Have to jump between 5 people, mute you, shit like that. And Dusty's learned from the best in Sarah. Yeah, I know he cut his clip, which was fine. Now, the truth is, if I was Andrew, I'd probably never went on and talked to these people in the first place. But once I saw they were on there, I will message Trippy, and we'll see if he wants to go on. I don't mind that. Does Trippy have a channel? All righty, let me see. Yeah, DM Trippy and see if he wants to come on. Tell him to DM me, and I will bring him up here. But I'll explain what happened here. A bunch of people, it was Trippy was talking shit because apparently Speakeazy had said something on X and was just like, he was making some accusations about people. Yeah, go ahead, Emmett. I don't know what the fuck Speakeazy says, whatever. But basically, Trippy was like, is this dude a member of the Crucible? And then people like Sarah and Dusty chimed in. And so Andrew was like, fine, I got like 2 hours before my whatever appearance today. If you guys want to hash this out. I didn't know about this really until it had already began a little. And I went over and I saw that the Crucible was streaming at their Discord. And so I went over and watched some of it. And of course, it's just all a bunch of bullshit about me and basically cope from insignificant people that don't do anything except try to make their money off of the drama that they're farming. That's about it. So I figured, well, I'll hop back there. I'm not addressing anything about Andrew whatsoever. That's fucking Andrew's deal. He could talk about whatever he likes and his decision of doing what he did. But they were talking about me, and I figured, fine, if they want to do this one last time to talk about it, and you could see what happened. Dusty has to be there to White Knight for Sarah, for Trippy. They can't talk to me. Fine, no problem. There you were. So I'm not setting up something with them. I don't give a shit. I've moved on from it largely, other than this one time, because I saw they brought it up to Andrew again, and Andrew was on there talking about it. That's it. That's all. I'll read super chats here. Naughty Germ, $5. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. How long, Nate? $5. Rob, make him cry, brother. He knew. He had to mute and run. He knows how he is. Lord of the Nerds, $2 says, oh my God, he's protecting her from speaking to you. Yep. Landed Man wearing $2 says, these people are ridiculous. Indeed. Another $2 says, Rob vs. Sarah, let's go. Won't happen. Geoverse, $5 says, Dusty, you should have joined us sooner. Now you're just White Nightingale for no reason. Yeah, for all I know, Sarah wanted to talk to me, but Dusty had to be the big man. And we'll talk about it here in a minute. Nate, $5 says, male feminist white knights, Joe Cool, 10th man, powered Dusty. Now, who's the effing mod? Bandit! $5 says, I think we fail when we spend 5 minutes to catch them in a lie when they tell 5 more lies in the time it takes to catch one lie. Right. KRS, thanks so much for being a member. Bandit, $2 says, is it just me or is Dusty wearing mascara? Maybe. Shoreline Skirt, unbelievable generosity, $200. Thank you so much. Said Krusty crowdfunds $200 to bring Rob up. Rob, here's $200 for nothing. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Lord of the Nerds, $2 says, totally neutral, guys. Gully 46 bucks. Thank you so much. Drunk Batman, $5 says, these people aren't worth any more of your time. They are cowards. It is true. And then gifts 10 memberships. Thank you. Nico, $5. Really appreciate it, man. And then we got Grinolim, $5 says, appreciate your content. Well done dealing with these disingenuous pricks. Trippy was a bitch talking and ran after family attacks on Andrew. I'll talk to Trippy. I owe him a conversation. I'm just trying to talk to him, see what he had to say. Tommy Jones, $5 says, that round table levels of white knighting. And Tommy Jones again, $2 says, also, holy shit, Trippy's a snake. I stand America. $5. I wouldn't make it up to Trippy anymore. He just talked shit on you and said the Crucible lets you get away with whatever you want. Weasel behavior. No, I'll talk to Trippy. Jim Walsh, $3 says, great job, Rob. Thank you. Airborne Animal, $5 says, Sarah the Rotten Tomato and her Simp Squad trying to get in good graces with the Crucible, but lying about the whole time. Zero accountability. Yep. Dex Senior, thanks so much. $50. Thank you. Says, Rob, I appreciate you. These guys are liars. You checkmated them on the brigading issue. They know it. I'll talk more about all of this in a second. Draco, $5 says, it was at this point that Dusty Simp realized he effed up. Yep. G. Sanchez, $2 says, Aragorn. No, it can't be. It's Dusty the White. Myrmidon, $5 says, love you, big guy. No Diddy. Thank you. Santiago Sosa, $10 says, your entrance was gold, Rob. You're the man. Thank you. Greg I honestly cannot believe I just watched that from the Dusty channel. Never seen such a collection of bad people in one place since I left California. Thanks, Greg. And Mr. B, $20 says, it was really funny how Mrs. Badass moderator Boss Babe sounded like an innocent little submissive girl speaking to Andrew. She doesn't care what she says, and she's not sorry. She wants the subs and the revenue back. We stand with you, Rob. Thank you. And Lumbago, $5 says, I'm fine panhandling to the greatest homeless person to ever live. W. Rob, thank you. All right. So let's explain this. What's going on? First, the initial claim that Dusty makes on his show when Andrew comes in, because I went back and caught up at 2 times speed. He didn't kick me. Well, he sent me in the back until people donated more money to bring me up, but I'm not going to help him do that. So, yeah, he could have had a stream that was going better, but hey, that's on him. No problem. So there you go. So the first claim was that I'm botted or something to that effect. Now, this is a hilarious claim. Basically, I gained a similar number of subs that Sarah lost. So I guess the implication would be that Sarah was botted as well? Do you think that people that went through, that watched Andrew, and that were pissed off enough about the whole situation to unfollow Sarah, maybe would have came over and followed me? Do you think that was a possibility? So is he either A, saying that like Andrew left and had all of Sarah's shit botted and now it's removed and now put those bots on me? Is that the implication here? Then why is Sarah's revenue going to take a hit? Like she wouldn't give a shit, right? What's it matter? I lost 5,000 bots. No big deal. It's clear that Sarah feels that she's lost supporters. So why would it be absurd to assume that more people started following me? And then the other thing that's ridiculous is the accusation that my channel's botted is very funny when you see that I have more engagement than most channels similar to my size. So I have more people that like. And you can check this out. Like, I think I know a website where you can check this. Let me see if I can bring this up. Oh, that's a bad day. I just have to find my name. There we go. So here you see Engagement, very high. The ratio of likes to views of a video, you can see the positive reaction rate. Channels with similar subscribers have an average of 4%. I have 7.3%. Comment rate, very high. Channels with similar subscribers have an average of 0.62. I have almost 2%. Highest viewers for a channel like mine. 653's average, I'm getting high. Average viewers. Average is 178, I'm getting 283. I mean, revenue. The amount of super chats I get are through the fucking roof. So what? Is Andrew so independently wealthy that he's paying for bots? And then, like, here's our friend Eclipse. Eclipse, thank you so much. Thank you for the $20. Says, not one step back from a bot. Yes, apparently, we've set up bots to send me money. Now, let's assume this is true, that me and Andrew have set up a bunch of people who you've seen engage in the chat. Maybe people like Naughty Germ, or people like Eclipse, or people like Unforced Ego. And Andrew and me have set up these bots to send money, real money that's showing up on YouTube's chat. But we're willing to take a 30% loss because every super chat that goes through YouTube, actually, YouTube takes a portion of it. So when I reach my goal of $357, the majority of that apparently is just botted money. And so that I, as someone who's not independently wealthy, am just fucking throwing my own money in? Let's get some super chats in, bots. Beep, boop, beep. Let's do it. So, like, the entire argument is just absolute dog shit. Lumbago. Oh, sorry. King Jeffy Joe, $5 says, these people are unreal. Dusty's the daddy of the Panelverse. Who knew? Don't give these morons any more air. If so, keep clipping them and getting money. Yeah. Hey, here's another bot. My buddy Manted, $5. He says, beep boop. Yes, not only is Manted a bot, but they've actually built him into a robot. I believe he'll be at DebateCon. They made him like 6'7", too. I don't know why they didn't just use smaller robot parts, but... Michael Scarn, $2 says, Dusty and Trippy want to be the Crucible so bad. Geoverse, $5 says, Streamlink. I'm not taking callers right now. Our friend Eclipse, $20 says, not one step back from a bot. How long, Nate? $5 says, Sarah's Rev takes a hint, and all the memberships expire from those who quietly exited, like myself. Geoverse, $5 says, bot 47. I've seen you on my show with Cam and on Sarah's. What a clever bot. They're really getting sophisticated with their bots here. Landon, $2. I am a bot. Some guy becomes a member. Thank you so much. Bumleg, $5 says, never seen that pathetic white knighting in my life. What a monstrous puss. It's so sad. Love you, Rob. Thank you. Naughty Germ, $2. I am Boticus. Some guy, member for 4 months, says, just wanted to re-up my bot membership. Thank you, bots. Perry Incorporated, $5 says, seems unlikely that your streams, as a low viewer number as they are, compared to other channels that absolutely are botted. Yeah, I would think so, but what do I know? Petrogard, $5 says, beep boop, send more monies for the grift. Mr. B, $10 says, I'm no longer Mr. B the Noron, I'm Mr. Bot, beep boop. Viper, $2 for the clankers. Truth Revolt TV, $5 says, as a Crucible bot, all I have to say about Krusty Dusty is 111011010010000. Oh, 1100. I screwed that up. I added a 0. Robert Whaley, $5 says, does not compute. Beep boop. Sauced Up Buns, $2 says, bot 21091. Love your content, friend. Thank you. Roland, $5 says, beep boop beep. I'm programmed to give robnoerr money. Texas Bully Mom, Crucibots. Thank you. Zach Yelpy, $20, who again has called in many times, says, I'm even more nefarious. I am an AI J-bot. Oh, man. That's hitting all of it. He hits the bot, he hits the Jewish, he hits the AI. Holy shit. Must have been personally programmed by Netanyahu's sophisticated tech team. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Netanyahu together built the Zach Yelpy bot. Reverse Massage, $2 says, I'm not a sex bot, Rob. Settle down. AJ Noakes, member for 13 months, says, bot for the 13th month, beep boop. Rundar the First, $2 says, yes, the Avarice and Spiro Destiny show. All bots. Yes, we're getting very good, right? Ziddy 20 bucks says, Dono, Mary, Gato, Mr. Roboto, Dono. William Wilson, 5 bucks says, mainframe. Azrael Christian, 2 bucks says, I must be a bot as I just subbed. Clever. We're already getting the new bots up. Another new account, 5 bucks says, in Terminator bot voice, I'm a friend of Sarah Tomato. I was told she was here. Could I see her, please? I don't do very good there. I tried. How long, Nate? 5 bucks says, beep, boop, clanker cash. Abers Z Baby. Thanks so much for the membership. Appreciate it. AJ Noakes, 5 bucks says, Spiro maintenance required. Beep, boop, send Spiro. Geoverse, 20 bucks says, only bots could do what we do it. Air. Chop, 2 bucks says, not a bot. I pee and poo. Well, you're missing out, man. Contemporary Compendium, 5 bucks says, donochat.exe has crashed. Exiting grift exe. Jess White, 5 months. Thank you. Always nice to hear from you, Jess. Says, nice job as always, Rob. Thank you. Airborne Animal, again, 5 bucks says, the only way that their minds can comprehend our channel losing 5,000 subs and you're gaining the same number is because of bots. Absolutely wild. Yep. The Jeremy Ryan, 5 bucks says, we are all the Norg and will be assimilated. Took me a minute. The Norg. That's pretty good. Cal Engel, 2 bucks says, robots can't drink and robots can't smoke. True that. Abersy Baby, again, 5 bucks says, don't mind the new sub of membership from me. I'm just a bot. Thank you. Vita, 2 bucks says, Surian's bot. I mean Vita for the Dono 0101. Nico Pluto, 5 bucks says, I'm a crafty whip NORAD bot. Top that. Oh, NORAD. Damn, that is pretty good. Big Red Sky, 2 bucks says, I'm beep, I'm trans, bot, boop. Hunter Killer, 2 bucks says, you may say clanker is ours. I'm sorry. I should have asked. No, I didn't. Well, never mind. I'll save that for another day. Bell Factor gave me the pass. I'm saving it, though. Cater to the Swiss, thanks so much. 5 bucks, appreciated it. You can tell that one's a bot because it didn't say anything. Travis Wrights, 5 bucks says, I'm such a sophisticated bot that I sent you that Democracy Manifest shirt a year ago. It was a brilliant bot shirt. Thank you. I still wear that. It's still my favorite shirt, man. Crinolim, thank you so much for the membership. Mr. B, 20 bucks. Says, you've exposed our secret plan, DGG Panelverse. Rob is a living human tissue under metal exoskeleton. We are all bots trying to stop leftists preventing the future RobNet. This is why Rob uses ChatGPT in his baits. Smart. Landon Marin wearing 2 bucks says, Air 404 Panelverse. And Drop Hunting, 11 months says, we are waiting for the all-binary whip song. Oh, shit. Thank you, Norbots. Norbots have donated successfully, initiating rest of stream. Donos still will proceed. So that's dispensing with argument 1. Then from there, it just sort of goes to like, well, if you're mad at Sarah for this business relationship, you know, why wouldn't you be mad at Rob? Listen, Andrew gave a couple more details, so I don't have a problem with saying this. I was at the very dinner where there were people sitting around for a huge fucking project that will be announced soon. And in that project, they were talking about needing a booker. And Andrew said, I have the perfect person, Sarah. Now, at this point, I'd already not had Sarah and me at this point, she had messaged me some stuff in the past, and it was like, whatever, it wasn't a big deal. They start talking to me. What do you think? Do you think she would do a good job? I said she'd do great. Sure. In fact, I went on to say, I said, I think that one of the hardest things to do is to set up all these different personalities and get them all on stage the right time, the right topic, and all of that stuff. I said, that's oftentimes difficult to do. That's what I said. So, whatever. That was that. But it was all Andrew. It was Andrew's recommendation that would have got this position for her. Now, I'm not aware. I've told this story many, many times. I don't know what the fuck Andrew's talking to other people. I don't know what he's talking to Sarah about. I don't know shit. Here's what I know. I did a debate with RTP. After the debate where he was saying shit about me and my wife and this, that, and the other, I said to him, are you married? He says, no, but I do well. That like he bangs a bunch of chicks. I said, do you have kids? He says, yeah. I said that I wouldn't be bragging about having chicks. I'd fucking be worried about getting a good mother for them. Now, after that debate, what you all didn't know was that Sarah texted me at like 4 a.m. Or DM'd me, I guess, not text, DM'd on X. Hey, I need you to apologize, basically. For what? You brought his kids into it. I was like, no, I don't think so. All I remember was saying what I just told you, and he said that at one point he was, and I'm quoting now, going to titty fuck me. And I said, do you talk like that in front of your children? I don't think either of that was like insulting his kids. And she said she didn't want left-wing debaters leaving or something to that effect. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to apologize. And if you can't have me back, that's fine. I totally understand it. No hard feelings. Now, this was months and months ago. And I thought it was a shitty thing to do, to message me that. If I was moderating a debate and someone talked shit and someone else's wife, and the other person said, are you married? And they said, no, but I fuck a lot. And they said, do you have kids? And he said, yeah. And said, then you should stop fucking a lot and get a wife. I wouldn't demand an apology from either side, let alone the side that was just responding to the person saying that. That's with my feelings on it. So I wasn't too happy that she asked me to apologize. But I was like, fine, fuck it. I don't care anyways. No big deal. Fine. Now, I'd been on Sarah's multiple times. Never had a problem as far as I knew. She enjoyed having me on. It was fine to go on there. No problem. I came on my show the next day because I asked my wife. I was like, am I in the wrong? Yeah, I told my wife what this DM was. By the way, chances are if you're DMing me, my wife's probably seen the messages. And if you're a woman that's DM'd me, 100% that my wife's seen the message. Because I'm really fucking paranoid about that shit. Screenshots, fucking wife sees them, everything. She's like, I don't think you did anything wrong, but I don't know. I don't know what the fucking internet decorum is. So I came on the next day and I said, listen, I don't know how I put it. I was like, I've been asked for an apology by someone. And did you guys think I did anything wrong? And everyone but one person who I respect was like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Everyone else was like, no. And then people were like, oh, it was Sarah demanded it, or RTP. I didn't say that. So then Sarah messaged me and says, people from your channel are coming over saying that you said that I demanded an apology. I said, I didn't say that. So then I did another stream and I was like, listen, don't go over there. Sarah did nothing wrong. She's just looking out for her brand, for her channel, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, should I have not said anything to my audience? I suppose. Maybe you could say that. I didn't think it was a big fucking deal, and I don't think Sarah thought it was a big deal. That's it. That's it. So if she was super pissed about that, fine. I didn't know. But I didn't really do much on her show in the way of set up debates for a while after that. Fast forward, then we had the fucking, I didn't really like that she asked me to apologize. I didn't, but that was fine. It's just like, whatever. I kept it to myself. I didn't say shit to Andrew. I didn't say shit to anyone except my family. That's it. For months, people would say, oh, how do I get started into debate? What did I say every time? Go over to Sarah Tomato's channel. She's cool. We're rooting for her to do well. Great. Then came the time that people were asking me to go on the panel with Conor. And I don't know what to say. It's up on my channel. You can go watch. It's a fucking joke. Conor spurged out, talked over me the entire time, threatened to kick my ass if he sees me in public. And all the while, he admitted, he said, I'm going to talk over you because you're saying things that are wrong. And every time you say something that's wrong, I'm going to interrupt and talk over you. Sarah lets it go. Even in that stream, this is what would happen. I start talking, Conor talks over me. Then finally, either one of three things happens. I get to talk after he's done. Sarah excoriates us, or another person gets to talk. That's what happened every time. And at one point, I just decided, like, okay, if this is how it's going to be, then I'm going to talk over Conor when he tries to talk over me. And Sarah plays one of her stupid, intermission videos when people are, gentlemen, I've never seen children act like this. And I even said, no, it's not multiple people. It's one person. It's one person. It's Conor. That's who it was. She knew it. And she sat there and let him talk over me the whole time. Fine, whatever. Great. Left the show. My audience is pissed the entire time. When I leave, my audience is like, that moderation sucked. I was like, yeah, I don't get it. It's fucking garbage. He's just talking over me. But then I'm like, hey, whatever. I like Sarah, no hard feelings, blah, blah, blah. The lesson I took from that was Conor was the guest and I hopped in to talk to him on the open panel. And so the open panel is about the guest is sort of the guest of honor and everyone's asking him questions. And so that person gets a little more leeway. Okay, fine. Well, then a few days later, I'm the guest. Me and Marte are debating, two gentlemen, I can't remember. It was a silly topic. It was on like, who's worse, George Floyd or Destiny? Debate went fine. Almost no moderation needed. Fine, great. No problem. Open panel. There's Dusty and there's his buddy Clay. And they're just same shit, talking over me the whole time, refusing to, like, they ask me questions, I answer them, they refuse to answer questions, etc., etc. At one point, and our good friend Adam Dole was on there. It was great. He's on there, and he can't get a word in edgewise. One second. And like, we're trying to, this other guy that's not Dusty's like trying to make claims that like, we can't be sure that anything exists. And so we're like, will you agree at least that there is a Democratic Party and a Democratic or a Republican Party? And he's like, well, and it's like, this is how reductive it is to debate these people. And then he seems to agree. And then later I'm like, well, you agreed to that. And he's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Now, the whole time that Dusty had came on, it was just about some drama he had on my stream. Now, the drama he had in my stream was he came on the stream on an open call-in day, and I was talking about how we kept seeing violence from the left. And he comes on and says, well, you said that only the left is violent. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I never said that. Yeah, you did. You said only the left's violent. I'm like, where did I say that? That's stupid. I've never said that. If I did, point it out and I'll apologize. No, you said it. And he keeps going off. And finally, I'm like, I'll tell you what. He said on your short video that you showed today. I said, really? No, I don't think that. Yes. I said, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to look at this video. And if you're right, then I'll give you the rest of the show to talk about what you want. If I'm right, then I'm going to ban you. And just for a day or two, but whatever. I ended up banning him for 2 days. Or maybe 3. And of course, he was wrong. Now, his defense is, he said, well, you said something like that. That's his defense. So I've seen, he's ran around telling people like, okay, but Rob's a bullshitter because what I said was, you said something like that. No, I didn't say anything like that. I say the left is far more violent than the right. He says, you say only the left commits violence. I say, no, I don't. He says, you said something like that. And then he's going to say that something like that is me saying that the left is committing more violence. No, that's bullshit. Why did you come on to disagree with me then? I didn't say anything like only the left could commit violence. Anyways, he comes on the panel. He's talking mad shit in Sarah's panel, bringing up, oh, over in your channel. And if you watch this panel, it was a fucking joke. he's claiming that the title of my video was like something like, the Democrats are the party of violence. Even if I said that, that doesn't mean only Democrats could commit violence. But he lied, or the person who said it in the chat lied. That wasn't the title of my video. Then when I proved to him, I showed a screenshot that it wasn't the title of my video, he accused me of changing the title. At that point, Sarah was like, Dusty, I actually went to your video today when you were talking, and actually, Rob's right. This was the title of his video. So then when his buddy's like, no, I'm not admitting that there's, I was like, will you admit this? He goes, I refuse to answer your questions. Now at this point, I thought that the whole point was me staying afterwards the conversation was around the people that stuck there, that were the guests of the show. So when this dude's like, yeah, fucking blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, then why am I even here? It's either me or him. What's the point of me being here if the people talking shit aren't even going to engage? And she gives me the whole, I'm not going to kick people, in which I later said, I'm not asking you to kick them. I'm just saying, what's the point of me sticking around? I'm sticking around because I thought that this was helping the channel. That the guest is here. You see two people debate, and then they stay afterwards, and you all get to interact with them and ask them questions. Anyways, that was it. By the way, in case you're wondering, here's Dusty the next day after that panel calls into my show. Oops, sorry. I'd say go for it.
You have to. I've heard you at least a handful of times. I was being disingenuous. So yeah, you didn't say that stuff. I was misrepresenting you. That
all right.
When you say that the left is the only party of violence,
did I say that?
Yes.
I think that you misrepresented me several times. I think you do it again here. Okay,
I did.
This video is going to be saying the left is the only party of violence.
Something to that effect. You didn't say that stuff. I was misrepresenting you. You present it as if this was a one-sided thing, as if Antifa's the one out here doing all this violence.
You misrepresented me several times. I think you do it again. Nothing I said there was inaccurate.
You are presenting an inaccurate picture. I was being disingenuous. So yeah, you didn't say that stuff.
Now, of course, when I then, after the whole fallout, right, Dusty, I again talked to Dusty after that. When I showed Dusty the proof that he admits to being disingenuous, what was his response? Does anyone remember? He said, that's AI. I made up AI of him saying that. That's his claim. Nope, he didn't come on my show and admit that. It was AI. Now, do you understand why I'm fucking tired of dealing with these people? Meanwhile, after this night where Dusty and them are interrupting, bringing up this shit, Dusty admits the next day, yep, I was just making shit up. I was being disingenuous. I finally say, hey, you know what, Sarah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me. I'm going to head out. In the open panel, I was I didn't leave in the middle of a debate. I left in the open panel like 2 a.m. or some shit in the wee hours of the morning. Now I'm again frustrated. So after that, I'm like, in fact, let's see if I can find the fucking video. Because I know she's going to be full of shit. And it matters in the context of she's saying that I was talking shit on her. And that why didn't you punish Rob? Why didn't you excoriate him? Let me see if I can find it.
Questioning, will it prove that
Clay
didn't
Clay is making a fundamental philosophical mistake. He doesn't understand the distinction.
All themselves
Holy
It shouldn't.
What you we go down through these rabbit holes with Clay, and it gets to sort of this ad reductum point where it's like, well, just because I don't concede that the Republican Party exists, I don't concede that the Democratic Party exists, it's worthless to talk to someone like that. Just like it's worthless to talk to someone like Dusty, who says that, yes, you did. You said you refused to concede that those parties exist. That's what you said. You specifically said it. Just like it's worthless. Stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. Just like it's worthless.
You won't get me to stop interrupting. It didn't work forth before. It won't
Hey,
happen.
Sarah,
It
thanks so
won't
much for
happen
the
now.
channel. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys all later. Appreciate it, Sarah.
Rage quit.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Rob.
Yep, take it easy. Yeah, I don't know that I'll do Sarah's panel much anymore. How come it's always me constantly getting interrupted when it comes to open panel? If it's Conor there, I have to accept it because Conor's the guest. If it's me that's the guest, then I have to accept it because, I don't know, she likes Dusty. Hey, fuck it. That's fair. Now, in fairness, I didn't articulate what I was trying to say. I wasn't asking her to boot them necessarily. I was saying it's me or them because there's no longer any point to any sort of conversation. I'm fucking so over it. Right? I don't know what the deal is anymore with this. So I don't know, but nonetheless, you can see the stupidity of those people. So anyways, it is what it is. I actually enjoyed, before we got to the open panel, I thought that the conversation was quite interesting, even if it was a weird topic. We're going to speed it up real fast. Now, I do owe reading some super chats, though. But before we do that, oh, man, we did pretty fucking good with the donor bar. Before we do that, I promise I'll read them all. I really do. But I'm going to give you this on cam. We're going to give you the chair, baby. So let's go through the super chats, just so you can see, so that there's no accusation that, hey, in World War II, or am I crazy? I think that it has more to do with where they're able to get the weapon. Sarah's channel's not live. Well, I hope nothing happened to it. I'm sure that it's still live. That's it. They still live? The Proxen? Okay. Yeah, it's on the gauntlet, not in the main. So yeah, we got work to do tomorrow. That's okay. No big deal. But yeah, it's been a good show. I can't thank you guys enough for your incredible generosity. Aliva is the Proxcon. There you go. I don't know. Maybe I'm pissy about the moderation. I don't know what the issue is. But whatever. The panel seems just like a fucking joke. I guess if I go back, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not doing open panel. I don't know what else to say. It's just like, even, you know who gets it even worse than me? Adam, who was on the top right. Poor Adam. He never gets a fucking word in edgewise. Like, people just talk over him. And I think Adam's one of the smartest fucking dudes. I love hearing from Adam. And people just talk over him. It's like, okay. And Adam's more polite than me, so he's just like, okay. But I don't know. I'm not upset or anything like that. It hardly matters. It just no, I'm cheering for Sarah to do well. I really am. I like her as a person. I just sometimes wonder, maybe it's me. Maybe I talk too long, so she feels like she has to let people interrupt me. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's like, well, you told him not to interrupt, so he's going to interrupt. Now, I matters. He's just like, okay. Now again, this is me. Sarah's like, Rob was unprofessional. He was talking shit on me. Here you go. Here's the shit talking. But I don't know. I'm not upset or anything like that. It hardly matters. It just no, I'm cheering for Sarah to do well. I really am. I like her as a person. I just sometimes wonder, maybe it's me. Maybe I talk too long, so she feels like she has to let people interrupt me. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's like, well, you told him not to interrupt, so he's going to interrupt. Oh. Okay. That's what she's saying, I guess. What's up, Crucible Crusader? Thanks so much for the gifted membership. Now, there's a lot of us here, because in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? But I'm trying to be polite. I don't know. So, Crucible Crusader gifts another membership. My goodness. I hope her channel. Nah, I don't wish anything ill of Sarah. I like her. I hope her channel continues to kick ass. I really do. It's always the open panel shit where it's like, the fuck. Now, having said that, I thought the actual panel itself, there didn't need to be a lot of moderation. There you go. That's me talking shit. Oh, Andrew, why aren't you pissed that Rob was talking shit after the show? That was the shit talking. She literally said in that fucking panel at one point, Rob, the reason that Dusty's interrupting you is because you tell him not to. Then Dusty says it there at the end, you didn't get me to stop interrupting last time and I'm not going to stop now. Okay, then why am I here? That's it. Now, for that, I got this text message, which I didn't announce until after the whole shit. Or DM, I'm sorry, if it's still here. There's a secret. This was the next day. I got this. There's a secret weapon to the panels. You can't show any of your cards at all. By that, I mean if someone is annoying you, interrupting or poking at things that raise your temperature, you can't let it bother you visually. The other panelists subconsciously will see those trigger points and zero in on it. They do it to you every time you're on. You're an easy target. It's unsolicited advice, I'm aware. But the best tip I could give you is to stop reacting to their pokes and prods. Open panels are meant to be fun, lighthearted, and relaxed. They have to be that way, or else they wouldn't be so fun and inviting to anyone. Witty banter plus topic discussion equals a great panel. You often enter them harshly, seriously, and demanding. I've noticed you take insults very personally, and that's why they'll run you out every time, because it's a killjoy to everyone else. Why is this guy taking things so seriously? You gotta laugh at the digs, talk through the interruptions, and roll with the punches. Everyone throws their punches, takes the hits, laughs, and comes back the next day with a clean slate ready for more. Trash talking about an open panel being too chaotic is like complaining that the sky is blue. They will always be chaotic. You can either handle them or you can't. Okay. Now, did I, after that, you know what I wanted to do? I told my wife, I'm like, can you believe this fucking shit? I'm going to tell this chick to fuck off. She said, give it 24 hours. So I did. And then I decided, I knew that we were going to have this business thing. So I bit my fucking lip. But I had to announce to my audience who every night's like, go on Sarah's open panel, go on Sarah's open panel, go on Sarah's open panel. No, I'm not going on anymore. She basically just told me, oh, when Dusty and them interrupt you or Conor interrupts you, you take it too seriously. Like when they're threatening to beat your ass in real life. Why are you so serious about it, Rob? Why are you so serious? You have to let them interrupt you. And if you try to interrupt back. So what did I tell my audience? I said, hey, people have reached out to me and told me that the whole point of the Panelverse is like the interactions and the name calling and stuff. So not for me. I totally get it though. I'm into entertainment things that I don't really like. Still happily do regular debates. I'm not going to do open panels anymore. That was it. Then go over to Trippy's thing, right? Once more, getting interrupted by the fucking people, the same type of people. And I decided I'd do a little joke. They're spurging out, interrupting again, this time Radical Coder, who's always on those panels as well. I say, I'm just going to stop talking until you stop interrupting and give me a chance. He says, great, that gives me more time to speak. Then he keeps talking. I said, fine, then I'll give you all the time you need, baby. And I just muted and proceeded about my stream. That's it. Then Dusty and them decided to throw a big fucking piss fit. And that's, well, I did go back on and I read a ShamWow commercial fucking with them. Now, you could say that that was shit or whatever. I don't care. I'm tired of the constant fucking interruptions. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking so over it. Completely over it. Yeah, I actually thought what Ryan said was funny too. Then they sent a bunch of people over trolling. At first, I didn't know they were coming from them. Once I realized that Dusty had a thing going on, I was like, oh, okay, Dusty, come on over. Dusty came over, got wrecked, end of night, no problem. Then I end the stream, I go down to shower. Someone messaged me, I don't know if it was my wife or who, someone was like, did you check Dusty's panel? Sarah's on there. So I fired it up, and there's Sarah, and she's saying, almost 20 seconds after I fucking clicked on it, this is what I saw.
When people fuck with the Panelverse that way, right? If you're not a Panelverse person and you come in and you try to fuck with the Panelverse people, like they will all band together Like, you just can't do that. You can't go around to Panelverse shows and flip out on hosts and get mad at hosts or fuck with host shows and do that kind of stuff and then expect everyone to turn and look at you and be like, oh yeah, come on back. Like, I think I think I think he doesn't know the power of the Panelverse.
I think you're
Did I get the wrong
absolutely
address for
correct.
the orgy?
That's it. Now, here's the deal. By the way, I see Andrew's in the chat with a fucking huge super chat. Look at that, $50 from Andrew. Shouldn't you be prepping a debate? Says, how about F them? We can run our streams how we want, and so can they. I'm tired of them whining. Spooky Band Bad is all I ever hear, and I don't care anymore. Yep, totally agree. Now, here's the deal, though. I didn't talk to fucking Andrew. When I heard she said that, I messaged her. This is what I'll read. She's read these, so I'll read them. This is what I said to her. Now, this was October 17th, so this is a week and 2 days after she sent me that fucking passive-aggressive, you gotta just let people talk over you and blah, blah, blah. I didn't say a fucking word. It was private. I didn't say a word. Her saying Rob publicly was trashing my channel. Bullshit. I was frustrated at moderation and said, hey, but I like Sarah. I hope she does well. That's it. That was me trashing her. It would be no different if she was analyzing a debate that I had on her channel afterwards and says, I think Rob did a poor job here. I think this was a bad argument. Totally inbound. I've reviewed debates with Andrew and said, this is where I think he went wrong. Andrew's reviewed debates with me and said, this is where he went wrong. None of that's a fucking issue. Also, I was saying, I was like, I don't understand. You saw it. I don't have to reset. You saw what I did immediately after leaving there. The second time in a week that fucking Sarah treated me like shit on that panel. Leaving Conor talk over me. Leaving Conor say he was going to beat my ass in real life. All this shit. Fine. I don't give a fuck. You're letting him get away with it because he's the official guest. Then when I'm on the official guest, it's the exact opposite. Her buddies on the Panelverse get to talk shit on me and talk over me. The talking shit, I don't mind. The talking over me. So I'm a little frustrated, like, I don't fucking get it. I don't know what's going on, blah, 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 blah. But hey, I wish her well. So she sends this passive-aggressive message. Now, here's the thing, too. It wasn't that I was saying shit. Here's the real truth. You want to hear the real truth? You want to know why she sent me that message? It wasn't because she heard what I said. She may have heard it retroactively or post-hoc. It's because people in her own chat were like, what the fuck? And people were, that's why she was pissed. Because people were like, this is horrible moderation. Then she goes over and sees afterwards me say the most benign shit. Oh, that's why. Because Rob said he didn't like the moderation briefly. I didn't have to say shit. Everyone could see it with their own eyes. How fucking bad she was. And it's because she's friends with Dusty. Now, let me be completely fucking clear. I don't particularly care for Dusty or Sarah, to be honest. But they absolutely could run their channels any way they want. If she wants to be friends with Dusty, who am I to say shit? She could come right out and say, yeah, Dusty gets to fucking talk over people because he's my buddy. And I'm moderating. Fair enough. There's no problem there. I just won't deal with it. I'm not going to go on if that's the case. No problem. But I was just like, I don't really care for this. Oh, well, I hope Sarah does great. I'm rooting for her channel to do well. Moved on. She goes on then after that fucking, all those people were on trolling me. Now their answer is, Rob didn't mind the trolling. Well, yes and no. What are you going to say? Oh, I'm pissed off that people were trolling me? No. And the idea that there were people legitimately pissed for what I did on Trippy's show, that's completely reasonable. I outlined my case why I did it, but I understand people that think that wasn't the right. So I was taking calls that people that wanted to talk about it. I didn't know that there was a panel going on at the time on Dusty's channel where they're all commiserating, going back and forth, talking about this. I didn't know. Rob crying like a bitch again. Yeah, I made $1,000. How are you doing, Mackenzie Carter Cameron? Sound like that panel over there that I was trying to talk to that were all afraid to talk to me. Huh. Sound like they're the ones that were crying, huh? So when she said that, Power of the Panelverse thing. Then I said, this is what I said. I said, hey, thanks for the, again, this is 9 days or 10 after she sent that bullshit message to me that I didn't respond to. So once I hear her say that Power of the Panelverse line, this is what I say. I say, hey, thanks for the unsolicited advice. Sorry I didn't respond. I do appreciate it. Also, you're right. I didn't realize the awesome power of the Panelverse and just how badass you all are. I'll definitely be talking about it in my stream tomorrow at noon show if you'd like to join me. She says, LOL, it's tribalism at its finest. A lot of people aren't happy with you disrespecting Trippy on top of other things. I wonder what those other things were. Not being happy about her shit moderation? And they will stick up for each other and with stuff like that. Nah, I have plans tomorrow. I recommend laughing it off or they'll just keep poking. I said, I definitely think it's all pretty funny. I'll have a good laugh about it tomorrow for sure. Just wanted to make sure I gave you an invite before I talk about it. That's all. I'm sensing a lot of sarcasm, she says. I'm trying to help you navigate through the people. But at the end of the day, you do what you need to do. I said, it's not really sarcasm. I'm just going to have fun with it for real. It's not every day someone gets to run into the awesome power of the Panelverse and get to be around afterwards to joke about it. Incidentally, you've been so generous with your advice, it would be rude of me not to return the favor. So I look forward to offering you some on the show tomorrow. She says, okie dokie. When it was private, it was handled in private, other than the most benign. I don't know what's going on with the moderation over there. I'm a little bit frustrated. I hope she does great. Even though I wanted to say, who the fuck, this is what I wanted to say. Who the fuck are you? You're going to give me advice because you're shitty fucking moderating? You're going to give me advice? Fuck you. You're fucking terrible. You're one of a million of people that could just sit there and let two other people with talent talk. That's it. Your entire fucking job is just being a placeholder. That's it. That's what you do. And you don't even do it well. And yet I bit my fucking lip when I was somewhere where there was an actual job opportunity for on the line. And I was like, yeah, sure, she'd be great. So don't fucking talk to me like you're talking down to me and give me some advice. You fucking suck. You're garbage. The only reason you have a fucking channel with any notoriety or any ability to generate revenue or attention whatsoever is because fucking Andrew Wilson does debates here. That's it. So don't sit here and fucking message me. Let me tell you how to do things. The whole point is they talk over you and they do it every time because you're an easy target because I'm a dog shit moderator. Fuck you. But I didn't say any of that. Instead, what did I say? I don't know what's going on with these open panels. I don't know. They're just talking over me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I talk too long. I don't know. Anyways, I hope Sarah and her channel do well. I don't know if I'll do the open panels anymore. That's it. That's what I said. And then she's out there running today like, but Andrew, why wouldn't you fire Rob for how he talked about me? I would have dealt with it behind the scenes, but you went public. That's what you did. But Andrew, no one would have known about it optically unless Rob said shit. Let me tell you straight up what's going on. Andrew is a great friend of mine. I wasn't going to let someone clown on me in public like she did, being on there with these trolls saying, it's the power of the Panelverse to come at you. I was going to say something publicly. If Andrew would have came to me later that evening and said, listen, Rob, I can't have you on anymore. I can't have you on. I'm sorry, man. Fuck off. You ruined it. You talk shit on a key member of a team that I'm working with, and I've decided it's her, not you. See ya. She's more important. I'd have been like, I'm sorry I put you in this position. No hard feelings, man, but I wasn't going to leave her talk shit on me. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. That's how it would have went down. Once she talked shit to me publicly, that was that. Now, the truth is, yeah, of course, that's it. They had their chance. Andrew was there. She was very, I do apologize, blah, blah, blah. Very soft-spoken. I was over there. Her daddy, Dusty, wouldn't leave her up to talk to me. I wonder why. But they're all fucking big talkers when we're not around, huh? Now, that was that. I did my stream. The first half of my stream about Sarah was me. Remember, if you watched it, I was like, oh my God, the Panelverse. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for warning. That was the first half. And then the second half, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you how I really think. Fuck Sarah. I think she's garbage. That's it. I was willing to move on. Now, there's a solid chance we would have still been working with each other on this project. Solid chance. By the way, well, I'll let it go. I'll just say this. In general, probably I would have been in a position that, not that I'm fucking a boss or anything, but the nature of the project would have been, the chain of events would have been me, then her. So she would have been looking to me so that she could do her job. I'll just say that. On this particular project. I could have still worked with her, but Andrew didn't want to work with her. I don't have to defend Andrew's decision. All I'll say from that perspective is, I'm glad Andrew Wilson's a really good friend of mine, and I'm glad that fucking he had my back. That's it. Andrew can defend himself. He's a big boy. This is just me telling you my perspective of things and why it went the way it did. That was it. I did my video. Andrew did his video. People decided to unsubscribe. Fine. Great. Dusty and company decide every day they're going to do videos about me or about Andrew or about someone else that they could say is part of the Crucible. I don't give a fuck. They want to call me fat fucks. They want to say I breathe heavy. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't bother me in the least bit. I said it over and over again when people would bring this up. None of them have attacked my family. As far as I was concerned, this was just bullshit online internet drama. I wish them nothing but well. If they could make money off of exclusively covering me in videos, have at her. I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to deal with them anymore. I just don't care. So yes, after Dusty does video after video and they're all sending trolls over to deal with me, sure, I blocked him and the rest of his trolls. Yeah, and? I don't give a fuck. So he's begging to talk to me. Okay, I go on to the show. After Andrew's on there today to talk to him, didn't have much to say, did they? Nope. Like I said, takes a cue right out of fucking Sarah's moderation. I'm just going to play videos over you and not leave you have a say. There you go. There's a good little tomato. Sarah decided to do video after video. At one point, one of the comments, someone said, because people are into the drama. So people clip shit and they send it. Someone sent me a clip where a super chatter made some comment about red pillars being mean with women because they want to secretly hook up with them. And she's like, I don't know if she was trying to make that claim about me or Andrew. And I said as much. I don't know if that's the claim she's trying to make, but that's the only thing she said that I thought was grotesquely out of bounds. And I can't prove that that's what she was saying or she wasn't just referencing something else. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Other than that, did I expect her to do a cope stream? Yeah. Did I expect her to do more than one? Yeah. Do I expect her to keep doing them? Yeah. And why not? What else does she have going for her? She's got to get clicked somehow. So there you go. So that's the whole, but Rob was talking shit on me first. No, I wasn't. It was very benign. It would have been no different. You said, I think Rob made poor arguments in the last debate he was in. You didn't. You went over to a channel that was intentionally trolling me, bragging about it, and then immediately post them bragging about it said, that's the power of the Panelverse. You can't mess with one of us. Okay? Now, to the extent that I got to, other things that I'll say is, the only reason I called in there was because Andrew did, and I figured, fine, if this is it, if this is the last two raw talking about the shit, fine, fuck it. I'll do it. They didn't want to talk to me. Trippy didn't want to talk to me. Sarah didn't want to talk to me. Or if they did, Daddy Dusty told them that they can't. Great. They were in the back. They could have said, no, bring me up. He even brought them up and said, do you want to talk to him? There you go. Andrew, the only thing I'll say about what Andrew said was, I could 100% confirm what Andrew was saying about the job offer that was proffered to Sarah, and it was 100% because Andrew suggested it. The people did not know who she was when Andrew suggested she be hired. That's it. That's all I'll say about it. Andrew is correct that I was then asked about it, and I said I thought she would do a tremendous job. the questions of brigading. Sarah's now, I didn't watch her fucking video. I don't care, but people told me she was accusing Andrew of brigading her. We're doing a show here the other night. Let's see if I can pull it up live. What night would this have been? Oh, piss. No, let's see if I can find it. Mm-hmm. No, that's not it. Must have been this one. I don't know. I think it was this stream. Someone could check it out if they want, but it was 10/30/25, the day before Halloween. Sarah does a video, right? And it's titled something like basically talking shit about me. Then maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter the video. Forget that part. People all night are like, oh, Sarah's doing another video about you. Sarah's doing this about you. Sarah said this about you. Sarah said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. She raids over to me. Then, after the raid, of course, you had people that were like, we're going to mass report your channel. I said, I doubt even Sarah wants people to mass report. And then, what happens is, she shows up in the chat. Oh, I was just trying to do something nice for you, Rob. Now, if they're going to accuse Andrew of brigading, what do you call it when you're talking shit on someone and then raid them? In fact, they made this bannable on Twitch. So, of course, I wanted to ask Sarah about it. While we're talking about brigading, and she's damn well aware that people from her channel were saying to mass report me. But of course, I didn't get a chance to answer. Instead, Dusty said, no, that's not, that person saying mass report wasn't from your channel. He has no fucking clue. None. Just talking completely out his ass. That's the truth. One other thing I'd like to bring up. Maybe. I do so many fucking live streams, I forget when this shit happened. Well, if someone can find it, look through my channel and tell me where it is. And then I'm going to read super chats. I jumped on Speakeazy's show one day. Speakeazy had a show, and Trippy was on there. Okay? Does anyone know? Can anyone find what video that would be? What day it was? Maybe if Speakeazy's on here. But your assignment is, from those of you listening, see if you can find one of my live streams under my live tab is going to be a video of me. And I go on and I talk on Speakeazy show and I talk to Trippy. So just wait. I'm going to read super chat so I won't see it now. So if you find it, just let me know. So I jump over. I see Trippy's on there. I'm like, Trippy, I've been trying to talk to you like so much. Thank you so much. Actually, wait. I might know when. Wait, before I read, I might be saved here. I'm guessing it was the 20th or the 21st. It's my guess. Okay. It had to be before the 21st. Did I not live stream it? Hmm. 21st. I don't know. Maybe I didn't live stream it. Anyways. Because race car. Brittany, you think you found it? October 20th? All right, let me check. You got a timestamp? Don't see it on the 20th. This is frustrating. It's there. What time? Someone tell me. It's on his channel. On Speakeazy's channel. Ah! Yeah, maybe I didn't. That could be that I didn't stream it. So let's check the 20th. Speakeazy. All right, no problem. Live. Wow, you got a lot of videos scheduled there too, Speakeazy. What was the name of the video? Because I can't see the dates. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Then I promise I'll get to super chats. Thank you so much, audience. Yeah, I must not have streamed this. Here we go. So I call in, and I'm trying to talk to Trippy. Now, I've been trying to get a hold of Trippy, so I did feel bad. I felt bad that I sort of screwed over Trippy's show a little, but not that bad. What I thought was that I did what was right by me by telling Radical Coder eat shit, that I'm going to sit here quietly. But that doesn't mean it didn't negatively impact Trippy's show. I thought that I was within my rights, but I wanted to make it up to Trippy. Now, I want you to hear how Trippy talks here, as opposed to how he was talking over on the panel that he was just on, right? Right? Did you hear how he was talking, big guy? You let fucking fat Rob do whatever he wants. Did you hear that, tough guy? By the way, a guy who then came into my chat several times, who was banned by one of my moderators for being a smartass, and I unbanned him. And he was like, yeah, Rob, I'm just blah, blah, blah. Super nice, super polite. But he's a big fucking talker when I'm not around. Now, I tried to get the bitch to come on here now. He chose not to. This is who they are. It's the way, they're all big talkers. I'm on there like, okay, bring them up. They don't want to come up. Andrew's there. Sarah's like, oh, I just want to say I apologize. Big fucking talkers until you're talking to them directly. Then it's different. Big fucking tough guy when we're not there. So let's see. This guy, Trippy, it's Rob's fat, making an ass himself in all these panels, blah, blah, blah. You're going to, yeah, there. Okay, so let's hear it. Let's hear from Trippy how this
Shit,
goes.
it seemed like you wanted me to come over to just get clowned on, right? Rob, welcome.
What's up, Trippy? What's up, Speakeazy? How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
How about yourself?
You know, it's been a hectic couple days for various reasons, but not the least of which is my old college roommate is back in town and he's coming in Thursday and we're having pet issues. So I just got off the phone with him. I think we figured out where to board all the pets and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to Thursday. It's going to be great. It's a dude I haven't seen in person in like 2 years. So I'm very much looking forward to it. So
that's always good.
So yeah, it's Trippy. A hard man to find. We didn't set up. So for those that don't know, you didn't set up this debate. It was through this guy Toasted. So I actually have no contact info for you. And Emmett sent me a string of numbers, which apparently you could place somewhere on Discord and find someone. And I could not figure that out. So I was going to ask my channel tonight, like, because I assume there's enough crossover that someone in my channel would have been like, yes, here's Trippy's YouTube page or something that I could get in touch with you. So this works just fine, though. So first thing to say is I do apologize to you for how that went. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I think I did what was right by me.
I think you do.
I think this fucked you and Nova over. And it did. So you hear that? Listen to him. It was right by me.
I think you did too.
I think you did too. I did what was right by me. I think he did too. Okay? I think this fucked you and Nova over. And it did. And I was fed up for a long time about what I saw as being handled by other moderators that aren't you, because you've never moderated a debate, nor were you moderating that debate, just so we're clear to everyone. Trippy was hosting the debate, but you weren't the moderator. You were my debate partner.
That's the thing. I was your debate partner, and I had told Nova Star that she would be the host, but I didn't set her up to have any kind of controls, so that's on me too. I was basically polling moderator. And I definitely should have been more your partner throughout it. You know, like I should have said things. I was like, sitting there letting you do all the work.
Wow. Where's that tough guy? Where's that tough guy? Call me fat and me fucking things up. Where is he? What up there? Where is he? Where's that fucking tough guy? Running his mouth over on X about this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah, no, I think you did right. And, you know, it was my fault and blah, blah, blah. Real fucking tough guy. Not coming up and talking to me in person, though, right? When he had his chance, a little bitch. Defend you and Nova for that. Nova, the worst I could say about her is this. Now, for all I know, people sent me clips that were like, Nova was on with Dusty and them talking shit on you. That's okay. I don't mind. I put her in a shitty position. I said the same thing about Toasted. Toasted came on my Discord and I don't know. I guess he was pushing me a little. I don't even give a shit. I told him straight up. I'm like, you can call me a bitch or whatever you want. But what was frustrating to me was he was simultaneously saying, oh, I don't think you did anything wrong vis-a-vis Sarah. But then he was on Sarah's Discord at the same time, basically saying I was an asshole. Yes, the guy who set up the debate, Toasty, same fucking story. Every one of these fucking worms. It's the same fucking thing. Every one of them. Dusty comes on my channel. Yeah, you're right. I made that stuff up about you. I was being disingenuous. Trippy, oh, it was my fault. Blah, blah, blah. Toasty, oh, no, Rob, blah, 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 on my Discord. Every one of them, when they're there with you in person, oh, and then they run around like we don't have access online. Like people aren't going to fucking clip the bullshit that they're talking. So he's over there talking mad shit on about me to Andrew. Where was that here? So far, he said I did what was right, and that he is to blame at least partially because setting the moderator up poorly. And someone showed me the link, and I'm like, why you got to be duplicitous? You could have just been on. Anyways, neither here nor there. Nova, the worst I could say about her is she probably didn't know exactly what was going on, or she was an inexperienced moderator. Either way, perfectly reasonable.
Both.
Not upset with
Both,
her. Right.
and that's on me, man.
Well,
Like,
no,
she was so nervous before the show started.
Yes.
And I was like, just be there. Just sit there. Look pretty.
Right.
That's what I told her.
Toasted said this, and like, I'm not trying to listen, I know that Toasted and me had a bit of a falling out. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not super pissed with anything at the dude. And I'm trying to say this as politely as possible. The dude sort of just sent me a bunch of shit. It started off was like, hey, would you ever team with Trippy in a debate? And I was like, sure. He's like, against like Rusty and Ryan, or Dusty and Ryan. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I get messages like that all the time. Hey, would you do a debate with me someday? 95% of it, nothing comes of it. And so he started just giving me a laundry list of, I contacted Dusty and told him he's fucking this up if he doesn't. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, hey, man, don't say that. That's kind of like putting words in my mouth. And I'm like, but nonetheless, the vibe I got with this after all of the big exchange was this. There was some doubt because of some personal stuff you had going on, whether or not you would be there. There was some doubt whether or not Dusty would be there at one point. And then right before the show, as you know, I had some weird shit come up with me. So I was like, if you want to put this off to another night. And he was like, no, we're good. I said, okay, that's fine. We can make it work. No problem. To me, it was billed as this. It's blood sports. The topic is, it's going to be like, should we invoke the Insurrection Act? And then, but it might get crazy. It might be Dusty and Ryan talking shit on you. And I didn't know if they had shit to talk to you or you had shit to talk to them. That still meant to me, not an open panel, but a moderated debate that might get spicy. Like, it might be like, I'm like, and fuck you, Trippy, I think Fago's the shittiest soda in the world. And if it's not going to be, you're not going to be like, I thought the topic was Insurrection Act. Like, we're under an understanding that the topic's very loose. Yeah. See, I knew that's how you get to the juggalos, bitching about Fago. So I know. Have you ever been to the gathering?
No, I haven't, but I have friends that have.
Listen, like, he's so fucking pissed at me, right? Wow, he's so pissed. Here's his chance. Immediately after the incident to tell me how he feels. Shooting the shit. Oh, no, it's my fault. You did what was right by you, Rob.
Haven Rock, Illinois.
I'm not a big juggalo, but I had friends that were, and they explained it. Like, it's not like anyone threatened my family. It's not like they intentionally violated terms of service to get my channel biggest deal in the world. That I thought was, and maybe a panel that night, or to give me, I was like, I think Crucible and I was like, yeah. And I'm do a stream with me or anything.
We agree too much.
That's what I figured. Right. But we could find anyone watching, particularly if you're a Sarah, or at least I could see that. Is it true that maybe my background in policy debate, which is more formal when people, that's basically it. You get the gist of it. Also, I have screenshots here, which are going to be difficult to see, but I do have them that were screenshotted from my panel. Let me read some of the, and this is after Sarah rated me. Here's what some of the people that came over for her channel said. Again, she rated me. So we have someone named Ella Soth says, Rob, keep people's children out of your mouth, including Sarah's children. You think you could sneak in little jabs and no one would notice? I've never said a word about Sarah's children. Smokey Vita says, you said things that we could get your channel to strike. Test your luck. By the way, Trippy's on the chat as this is being said. Keep playing the victim, Rob, says Smokey Vita. Let's see. I can't wait until you lose your channel. I hope this channel, Lydia Allen, another person who came up from Sarah's channel, says, when she rated me, I hope your channel gets banned for the way you treat women. Let's see. My audience is like, I thought you guys just came to spread love. Lexu22 says, Sarah wouldn't mass report you, but I will. Thank you. Yeah. I saved the screenshots. So, but that's not brigading, right? Dusty said those people didn't come over from Sarah's channel. They just happened to be talking about Sarah while threatening to mass report me after she raided. But that's different, right? That's different. That's not brigading. Have them all saved. All the screenshots saved. I can put them on my computer if necessary later. There they are. They're all there. And that's just it. I promise I'll get to the super chats right after. That's just it. That's what I'm talking about in this situation. When Sarah raided me, and then I brought this up like the next day. I was like, I'm not going to talk about Sarah's hit piece she did on me and Andrew. I don't give a fuck, whatever. But what I will say is, someone showed me in the chat she made a comment where it was like, I just tried to do the right thing. And she was like, I tried to, let's see here. There was a video I did the other day. You can see the fucking, is one of the call-in shows in the morning, I think. But Sarah had a comment that was basically, the gist of it was, I was just trying to help you out, Rob. I was trying to bury the hatchet, and I tried to raid Rob and do a good thing, but he still talks shit. Like, what are you talking about? Now, everybody knows that when you're talking shit on someone and then raid them, and you try to be like, oh no, I was just trying to help them. That's bullshit. Don't even bother go over to their channel. Don't do anything on my behalf. I don't want people going to their channel and bothering people or any shit like that. Now, I know this is going to blow your mind, but when Sarah raided me, she wasn't doing it to help me. She was doing it because she had just been talking shit on me and knew her audience was going to talk shit. And when Sarah sent me that little unsolicited advice, that wasn't her trying to help me. That was her being a condescending asshole. That's what she was doing. You get it? Now, the clip from Whick that they played, this was simple. Whick is a terrible moderator in his own right. Always jumps in on the debates. Was supposed to debate this guy named Soy Bill. At this point, there was a big thing where it was Trump's quoted Napoleon. Oh my God, Trump quoted something on X that was the equivalent of, he who saves his country breaks no laws. It's like this quote of Napoleon. Oh my God, Trump's gonna fucking be an authoritarian. My point to this was, I'm not interested in fucking talking to anyone about this unless they called out the lawfare against Trump. So I was on X arguing with people back and forth. In this time, I agreed with Whick I would do a debate on this topic. My strategy was going to be like, fuck you lefties, you didn't say shit when there was lawfare against Trump, so I don't give a shit that you're upset about a mean tweet. I said, anybody who could show me that they criticized the lawfare against Trump, then I'll listen to this guy Soy Pill, who I'd never heard of, shows me a message of his, or tweet of his, calling it out. So I was like, absolutely, I'll talk to you about it. Hey, I'm on that debate panel tomorrow with Whick with you. Great. So I announced in my opening statement, my plan was to just come on and say, hey, these people are disingenuous. But now, no, I'm very happy. And so my entire opening statement was like, I don't really like what Trump did. I don't like that. And then Soy Pill says, yeah, I made it all up. Ha ha. Right at the beginning of the debate. Ha ha. Yes, I made that up. I faked a screenshot. And then I was like, well, then I'm not going to be here anymore. Fuck it. He can stay or I can stay, but I'm not dealing with this guy. Or I'll stay and I'm not going to address anything he says. And Whick decides to start yelling at me. Oh, fuck you. And won't let me get a word in edgewise. And I think I have this. I don't know how much I have. I don't have it actually. Well, wait. You never know. My editor's very good. He might have. So Wick's just screaming over me. I was like, all right, I'm leaving. Then Andrew went on that panel afterwards. Was like, what the fuck you doing, Whick? And him and Whick have a thing. That's it. So Sarah thinks like, oh, 2 moderators, her and Whick don't like me. Wow. Amazing. All right, super chats. Because Racecar $5 says, here's some really human money. Keep sending in money, clankers. I was programmed to give you, thank you. Premonition News, $2 says, Robbie Robot, Lost in Space Robot. Nice. Chicken Pork Adobo, $2 says, morning, Rob. Dusty should thank Andrew for the grift. Yes! Well, that's just it. Here's the truth. Sarah's friend Dusty loves this. He loves it. It gives him something to talk about every day. He don't give a fuck that Sarah is fucked. He don't care. She's too dumb to realize. Her pain is his pleasure. But hey, whatever. Good work, Dusty. Bruce, $2 says, I've been programmed to show you support monetarily. Thank you so much, Bruce. Texas Bully Mom, $5 says, the power of the neurons. Thank you. Hello, Nate. Says 10 sip. Can we be friends again, Andrew? 10K from Sarah to Rob. Thanks. AJC, $10 says, am I tripping or did I see welcome Crucible fans at the bottom of the screen in that video with Dusty? Sounds like he's begging for attention for live views because he has none. That's exactly it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, unless there's something relevant that occurs again, this is why I don't even give a fuck to give these people the time of the day most of the time. But Andrew decided he was going to talk about it, so I said, fine. If they're going to talk shit in me in front of a big audience, I'll come on and defend myself in front of a big audience, the Crucible audience. But that's it. That's why I don't talk about this. And tomorrow people are going to be like, address the controversy. Let them wither on the vine and survive on their own or not. Crafty Miscreant, $10 says, beep, boop, observation. Panelverse assault unsuccessful. Satisfactory conclusion. Troll tears will be collected for scientific replication. Early findings, delicious. How long, Nate? $5 says, Sarah lost 8K since October 1st. That's why she's fucked. Yep. Nate, another 5 says, Andrew started off with, look, robnoerr is first-class, world-class political debater who was sent to help you. That's exactly true. And I did help her channel. That's why every time I was in the back, she said, everybody, Rob's in the background. Donate money to bring him up. She knows that it helped her. She decided that Conor was more important than me, or RTP was more important to me, or Dusty was more important than me. And that's fine that she made that decision, but when she was going to moderate like shit, I was like, okay, I don't really feel like doing this anymore. Lord of the Nerds, $5 says, if they want to be trolls, we get to dismiss them as trolls and unworthy of engagement as serious interlocutors. They chose which they wanted to represent. Crafty Miscreant, $10 says, beep boop, query, does the Panelverse issue refunds for humiliation? Enthusiastic conclusion, refund denied, humiliation, archived for posterity and research purposes. Lysol Operator, $5 says, just watch First Offender argue that poor people are going to get soda on their own, so we, the taxpayers, should pay for it because the stigma. You did watch that. That's 2 hours of that debate, basically. Spiro, $20 says, I'm honored to have worked with the Crucible crew, Andrew, Rob, Rachel, good old Nettie, the Nation of Israel, the Global Elite, and a few demons to create their master AI bot to get you all millions of views. Checks in the mail? Maybe. Mikey, $2 says, but if you insult them, it's harassment. Yeah. Mr. B, $10 says, that text wouldn't be bad in its entirety if it was coming from the fucking moderator. Her only job is to prevent the stuff that she's saying that you have to take, and she couldn't even do that. Exactly. That's exactly right. Crucible, Andrew, that's Andrew Wilson. We already read this one. $50. So he says, how about fuck them? We can run our streams all we want, and so could they. I'm tired of the whole whining. Spooky Man Bad's all I ever hear, and I don't care anymore. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the people, again, I don't know what else I could say. I go over there where they control the moderation to fucking discuss it with them, and they bitch out. There you go. So when they come crawling back, Rob, bring me up. Rob, I want to talk to you. Fuck you, ban. Don't care. Go live in your own little world. Good luck to you. HK, $10 says, oh, shit. Not the Panelverse.
I think he doesn't know the power of the Panelverse.
Oh, shit. Not the Panelverse. Oh, no. Not the fucking Panelverse. Beware the Panelverse. He doesn't run afoul of the Panelverse.
I'll tell you why.
Who could know the great Sarah Tomato? The power she wields. The power of the Panelverse. Panelverse got me there for a minute. Had to run and grab a drink. Navy Baby Bree, $5 says, Dusty said Andrew's part of the Panelverse because he goes on the panels. Therefore, aren't you part of the Panelverse with that logic? L. Dusty. Even worse than that, Trippy, in one of the dumbest arguments I've ever heard, said that because I am paid by the Crucible and I've raided Speakeazy, that's Speakeazy acting like he's a member of the Crucible. That has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I have raided people that I've never heard of, particularly back when I was streaming mostly on Twitch. Hey, here's someone with 2 viewers. Let's raid them over. I guess they're a member of my crew now? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. And by the way, if you're wondering, if you go to X, that's what started this whole shit. Trippy shows a clip of Speakeazy, a 10-second clip. It's like, you happy with people claiming they're members of the Crucible and saying this type of shit? And so Andrew's like, where did he ever say he was a member of the Crucible? And Trippy's like, well, he acts like it. He said that, you know, he started going to church because of you, and Rob's raided him before. So he appreciates what I do, and Rob's raided his channel. That's your evidence. Well, he acts like... I mean, go fuck yourself. Do you see how petty this is? And all it is trolling for attention. And it worked. But hey, fuck it. I raised $1,000, probably more like 900. And I'm sure Andrew made a bunch of money too. Fucking idiots. Jason Artmeyer, $5 says, your dono bar percentage is the whole viewership numbers. You're blowing them out of the water. Yeah, they suck. Dirty Sip, $4 says, I am Botfly Bot. Now carry my robo eggs. Nick, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Nick again, $5 says, thanks for all the content, Rob. Of course. Andrew Wilson again, $20 says, simple, really. Doesn't even matter if they are correct. From a simple business perspective, it's simple. And from a friendship perspective, it's also simple. If it's Rob or Sarah, it's Rob. Simple, easy. Wish her well. Yeah. And that's just it. Like, and Andrew talked about that too. People don't understand. Me and Andrew have been friends for like 4 fucking years. Andrew's helped me out tremendously. I've helped him out less, but I have helped a little. But we've batted arguments back and forth at each other, debate strategy and shit for years. For years. I can't tell you how many times I ended up, and I could tell Andrew's like trying to get off the phone and I'm picking his brain about an issue for like 30, 40 minutes while I used to work at my old job. What does Rachel bring to the table? Not Rachel, I said Rachel. What does Sarah bring to the table? She sets up debates and moderates poorly. Okay? Can you find someone else to do that? Well, I'll tell you this much. Someone else was found, at least with the previous position she was offered, and things are going swimmingly. But always appreciate it, Andrew. The Unconsidered, $5 says, she wants to get some from Conor, Rob. Might have already, bro. People not looking often forget the modern world is middle school and ran by mean girls. I don't know anything about that. Look, she's insulted. She's called me fat and this, that, and that. I haven't said shit like that about her appearance or any shit. I don't care. I'm not trying to speak on who she's trying to hook up with. I'll just make it the most base level shit. She's clearly friends with Dusty. She clearly wants to have a relationship with Conor in the sense that she wants him to be someone that's frequently coming to her show. Other than that, I have no interest in their personal shit. I don't care, nor am I going to speculate. Clan Tank Gaming Official, $5 says, the only reason I watch Sarah is because Andrew platformed her. The open panels are a Spurgfest. Who wants to spend their Sunday listening to that? Right. New York Times, or NYTROVT, says, they are all spineless. Thank you. I totally agree. Robert Whaley, $5 says, talk about your own side, let alone your own camp, especially in today's political climate, is a liability. Not one step back. Thank you. How Long Nate, $5 says, she relied on Crucible viewers to take care of her obligations and sabotaged herself. End of story. Metal Minstrel Show, $10 says, I'm watching the Dusty Andrew discussion from earlier, and I like clockwork. The woman who started the drama is suddenly the victim, flipping the script. The brigade harass, but cry over and pushback. Yep. Gorilla, 2 memberships gifted. Thank you. Spooky Girl, $2 says, unpopular opinion. Trippy animation is dope. I don't care. I don't know how people do that. I see other people. I think they're kind of neat too, to be honest. Chicken Pork Adobo, $5 says, the fact that Dusty needs to set a debate for this when you wanted to talk about Sarah shows that he only cares about the grift that Andrew and Rob provides. That's exactly it. And then he's like, he plays a clip from Whick. Rob needs special treatment. I'm on your show with you as a moderator with Sarah backstage, who clearly was willing and able to come up because she came up both before and after I was there. And they didn't. Let's set it up for another day. How about go fuck yourself? You have my attention now. You're beneath me. Justin Martin's $5 says, to be fair, it's really not bragging if it's true. Apocalyptic Plays, thanks so much for becoming a member. And then gives $2, says, never has a debate moderator so terribly existed. Perry Incorporated, $5 says, it's funny. I discovered you and Jim Bob through Sarah. You, Jim Bob, and Andrew are why I watched her channel and all. Java Crow, thanks so much. $10 says, your content's great. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. And don't forget us when you become rich and famous. Much love from your neck of the woods. I think closer to my neck of the woods than people realize. I got to reach out to you, man, but thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words. And Reverse Massage says, the Crucible, not equal to the Crucible crew. Exactly. Let me check over on Rumble. Sometimes I miss. Oh, our man Flavius, $20. Thank you. Says the difference, Rob, is you're transparent and honest, and it shows. The soy libs will line deflect as they demonstrate. And then Mangozi, $10 says, for the grift, by the way. Character Holding says, here's another Clanker card for $5. Thank you. Batman 420 says, you know I'm a bot. Mangozi throws a string of numbers out. I'm not going to read them because I don't know what it could mean. Flavius, $20 says, Clanker checking in. Thank you. And Flavius, 50 fucking bucks says, go get him, Rob. Thank you. Hey, I just sat there for quite a while, letting them say whatever the fuck they wanted, but you can see how it is. It's never enough. They have the moderation. They could play little videos over me and all that. Same with when Andrew was on there. Still not enough. Nope, they still can't talk to you. Okay. All right. There you have it. Now, I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. I want to stress this once more for the millionth fucking time. If Sarah goes on to become the next Piers Morgan and Dusty goes on to become the next Charlie Kirk, great. Will people be like, Rob, you really should be kicking yourself. You could have had a good working relationship with those people and, really helped yourself. Maybe. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care at all. I wish them well. I also want to be clear. They could call me a fat fuck. They could put videos up about I breathe heavy. I am a fat fuck. That's true. I do breathe very heavy. I am diagnosed with asthma, but most of it's because I'm a big fat out of shape fuck. That's true. Fine. Pick away. Don't care. They could tell me to suck a dick. This, that, and the other. Call me a little bitch. Fine. None of that's attacking my family. Like that bitch Trippy tried to bring Rachel into it. So as long as they're not attacking my family or shit like that, I don't care. They say what they want. I don't give a shit. They rely on us. I don't rely on them. Dusty's entire channel is just content about me or Andrew or the Crucible. That's it. Sarah, when she realizes that she's lost a big opportunity, she's going to go back to the drama well. That's what she's going to do. That's fine too. I don't care. Think it hurts my feelings? Came on here to talk, made $1,000. I don't give a fuck. Gavin, thanks so much. $5 says, your breathing adds character. It also lets you know you're still alive when you have your head down. Brilliant. But I just don't give a shit. if Sarah would have been made aware, like, listen, maybe you should cut off on that shit with Rob because this is gonna fuck you over, would she have changed? Maybe. But the point is, why deal with it? From a business perspective, why even deal with it? Now, the other accusation that I would like to address is that my bad behavior is going to reflect on the Crucible in a poor way someday. First off, let's say, yeah, maybe. Of course, maybe the Crucible's bad behavior will reflect poorly on me. I guess any two people could say that about anything, right? You probably have friends in your life that someday might do something that fucks you over. Could happen. Yeah. It's true. I don't think that's the case, though. What bad behavior? That over and over, people that are terrible moderators let people talk over me? And I'm like, I'm tired of fucking dealing with it? That's it? Rob, because Rob's on these panels and he gets tired when people are talking over him. Okay. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're right. The people that want people spurting out screaming over each other might not like that. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Sure. No, that's it. That's what their claim is. Or I guess the other thing is that I talk shit on Sarah, so. After she did the old power of the Panelverse thing to me, I don't care. You know, Trippy was saying things like, Andrew's going to die of lung cancer because he smokes cigarettes. Maybe. And? So? What? And? Yeah, I know. I told them I said on here at one point, they thought this was hilarious. I'm an employee of the Crucible. And so let's say I'm doing this stream right now. If Andrew messages me and says, hey man, I need you to do X, then my stream has to come secondary to that. Now, Andrew's not a big asshole. He knows if I'm streaming, I'm streaming. But if something was like literally in a moment, like I need you to do this. Like imagine if he was like, Rob, I'm in the middle of this debate, like in person on whatever. And Rachel just texted me and said that her car broke down. Can you do me a favor and like see if you can get a hold of AAA and find the details? Sure, of course, I would do that, right? But the way I made it was, I said, if Andrew Wilson calls me and says, you got to get in a flight to Alaska in the next 2 hours. And I was like, what's up? There's a cookie up there I really like. Bring it to me. I'd be like, sure, I'll bring you that cookie. And they're like, oh, that's gay. It's called working somewhere. That's what that's called. It's called being a good employee. Now, something tells me many of these people wouldn't know anything about that. I could guess that they wouldn't understand about that. It would be an absurd request. And the whole time I'd be like, maybe I had to find a different job if it's going to be like this. Though I'm friends with Andrew, so I'd be like, fuck it, I'll do it. By the way, I did this I worked at this real estate place when I was like 17. And they asked me to do all kinds of crazy shit. Like, they'd be like, can you stay afterwards and wash the dishes? I'd be like, sure, I don't give a fuck. One of them had me go to their home and paint a fence. Sure, what do I give a fuck? I'm getting paid by the hour, what do I care? Sure. But I digress. A couple more super chats. Clan Tank Gaming, $10 says, I keep hearing you guys say they can become the next big thing. I wouldn't care. But the reality is a guy from the Crucible crew is on Piers Morgan and is very, very successful. Well, it's part of the reason you don't care. We're doing our own thing. Andrew is very successful. You'll see. My guess is within the next 4 months, you guys are going to be like, holy fuck. Just saying. And when you say that, just remember, Sarah was going to be part of it. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there. But hey, a bunch of nobodies, like Dusty's like, we're the homeless encampment next to you. We got nothing to lose. Congratulations? I mean, that's your big brag? We're sacks of shit that accomplishes nothing. Ha ha ha. Okay. Great. They can't even troll well. Even there, when I come on, he was playing that video of me breathing heavy, so I come on. Like, did you breathe heavier in that when you're getting banged in prison? Plays the video again. I'm like, I noticed that wasn't a no. It's not true. They can't even do that. Yeah, nothing to lose. Maybe get a job. Right. Nah, too busy. That night they were trolling me, the one dude was like, I think we suck, and Dusty had to give him a pep talk. No, we did great. Then he acts like on there that never happened. He acts like it didn't happen. Which is fucking laughable. No, it wasn't like that. Okay, well, she can say whatever she wants. It's very ironic that she said that. That's all I'll say. Yeah, Aspen Cole's reacting to Andrew's debate with Charlie. But don't worry, Sarah dodged a bullet by getting away from the Crucible call. She couldn't even be honest about that. Even that portion. Just say that, here's the truth. You want to know the truth? Sarah desperately wanted to keep working with the Crucible. And I don't blame her. I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. I can't stress this enough, and everyone's going to think that this sounds like that I'm shitting on the occupation, but I'm not. Sarah's job is to surround herself with talent. Sarah is not the talent. And she's not supposed to be. Sarah's like a referee who's setting up matches behind the scenes. And I'm not saying that's not important and that you can't be good at it. But it doesn't matter how good. If you were the best moderator in the world and you're starting out, you're not going to get a ton of people watching your channel. You're going to get people watching your channel because you're bringing on interesting people. That's why. So yes, when you get people that bring in a big audience, you say, great, yes, I will work with you. So it's not bad that she wanted to keep working with Andrew. I get that. She was trying to save face once she lost a bunch of subs and the Crucible people weren't going over there anymore. So she started talking shit. I don't need them anyways. I feel unburdened. They're cult-like. I was trying to distance myself from Andrew anyways. And it's like, no, that's not true at all. And Andrew had the receipts. Like, no, you were trying still to set up debates for me. She's not happy to be. If she's happy, what the fuck's the issue? Why even keep covering it? Hey, glad that that's done with. Good luck to those guys. I'll do one video, give it my side of the story. See you guys later. But no, that's not it, is it? But I get it. She's just coping, which is, I expect. The scope of what she's lost is immense. Landed Man wearing $5 says, sounded like Sarah was torn between wanting the Crucible audience but not wanting to deal with the chatters. You can't hang in there to get off the tree. Well, there's a deal to end the shutdown. Oh, shit. Hasn't passed yet, though. So, I mean, it's just the whole thing. And it's like, they got more people on their panel right now than people watching, I think. There's fucking 10 people on the panel, and they have 56 watching over on Trippy's show. But they have 240 over on Dusty's. In fairness, I'd probably ignore super chats if all of you were coming over here saying I was a piece of shit and donating $20 to say it. I'd be like, skip that one. I don't like. Here's the thing: a lot of what Sarah did post talk, I completely understand. I understand why she would be like, "Oh, I was trying to distance myself." That I get that. I do. She's being a bitch in other ways about it, but whatever. I get it. And I don't mean bitch like woman, I mean bitch like baby. Being a little bitch, that's how I mean. So, I don't know, that's basically it. Now, here's the plan going forward. Yeah, well, Dusty's certainly keeping it going. Every video Dusty does at this point is just some about the Crucible or about me or someone connected to the Crucible or Andrew Wilson or something like that. Or someone he thinks is connected to the Crucible. She's jealous. She thought she was big. Again, she thought that it was like Andrew, like we worked at a fucking, McDonald's and Andrew's the owner and she's the supervisor and I'm the cashier. So she could treat me like shit and I'm supposed to just keep my head down. But the truth is, she was the fucking cashier. That's the truth. She was easily replaceable. That's the truth. So going forward, I really don't give a shit. They can say what they want. I don't care. I'm trying to not address this that much. I would have rather it not been a panel today talking about it. But I was made aware. I was over on the Crucible Discord. I saw that it was going on. I was talking to some of them. I was like, fuck it. I'll try to get on if someone sends me the link, which they did. Because of the shit, not to protect Andrew. I have very little to say about what Andrew was saying, other than I could back up what he said about the business offer for Sarah. That I could back up. I was at the table when it happened in Atlantic City. Was fucking there. Other than that, Andrew made his own decision. I respect Andrew's decision. It's easier for me to not have to work with her. The decision could have easily been to say nothing. It could have easily been to tell me, you're not here anymore. You're not working with us anymore. That could have all happened. hypothetically. I wasn't going to leave someone clown on me in fucking public like Sarah did after she'd been, in my opinion, being a condescending asshole through text messages, after treating me like shit on the fucking panels publicly. I wasn't going to leave her say shit publicly. Well, the power of the Panelverse. You don't understand the power of the Panelverse. So I said, fine, I'll do a fucking stream about it. I messaged her. Yeah, I was being passive aggressive, but I said, you want to come on and talk about it? I'm just trying to give you the offer. You come on, we'll discuss it. Nah, I don't have time for that. Sounds good. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. And I did. That's it. That night, I had a Halloween party with my son. I had a great time. Andrew called me and was like, dude, what the fuck's going on? I said, I don't really want to talk about it. Let's talk about some actual real shit we have going. No, just tell me. I told him, I was like, look, here's the deal. He's like, what was the DM you were reading? And I told him. And he's like, did she send that? I said, yeah. He said, send it to me. So I sent it to her. I'd already read it publicly. So I sent it to her. And he's like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to work with her anymore. If she's going to do that to you, she would do it to me. And you're my friend. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, but it seems totally like you're right. Fuck it. Done. Okay? Later that night, I'm sitting at home. My wife's on her phone. She's like, Andrew's doing a live stream. Or no, I knew before that. I think she saw that it was scheduled. And I was like, oh shit. And I didn't know what quite Andrew was going to say in the live stream. And he just was, said what he did, and that was that. Yeah, I think that my best guess is that Sarah was pissed off after the RTP thing when she asked me to apologize, and I said no. And I think she thought, well, who's he think he is? And then once people started pushing back and assuming it was her that told me to apologize, which it was, and I was like, no, I think that pissed her off, and maybe that's rightfully so, pissed her off, but whatever, I have every right to say, did I go too far? Someone told me I should apologize, should I? So I think she had a grudge about that. Then when I was on there with Conor, I think that it was, hey, Conor's probably, got a chance to get me access to Destiny. That'd be good, right? He's a Destiny orbiter. So I'm going to let him run roughshod over Rob, talk over him, threaten him, I'll let that occur. Okay. Then the next time I'm on there, it's her friend Dusty. He gets to do the same to Rob. Okay. Yeah, I fully plan on basically ignoring it going forward unless something happens that's unique. It's not that I'm overestimating my clout. Let's say I never went to work with the Crucible. There's no doubt with Sarah working at the Crucible that she would have had more people watching her than me. Or hosting debates for the Crucible. I get that. Rob, didn't you invite trolls, including Dusty? No. Show me saying what I did was invite people that disagreed with what I did. Let me explain it once more for the people that are slow. Didn't you make money? So'd Sarah. So's Dusty today. What's the problem, right? Sarah's made money. Dusty's made money off this, right? That's all that matters, right? You think I wouldn't have made money on my stream if I didn't have them calling in? Now, let me steelman the argument that they're trying to make. Andrew shouldn't have been mad at Sarah because I took open calls, which were a bunch of people, it turns out, that were on Dusty's channel laughing about trolling me. And because I willingly took the calls and then at the end of the night invited Dusty on, then what does Andrew have to be mad at Sarah for being on a panel full of trolls? You understand? That's the argument. Everybody got that? Okay? Now, as I told Dusty, I'll re-explain this again. One, when the trolls started to come on, I assumed they were probably fans of Dusty or Radical Coders, But I did not know that they were on a panel and jumping back and forth on a panel to discuss their trolling with Dusty that was on live. At some point in the process, someone in my chat said, Dusty's streaming right now. They're over there. I said, Dusty, why you sending your trolls or something like that? Why don't you come on over? He came over. I wrecked him. No problem. Now, was it the biggest deal in the world? No. The next day, I would have done a stream, probably addressed it for 5-10 minutes and did my normal stream. However, what was a bigger deal to me was when I found out that Sarah was there. And Sarah saying this after the trolls had called in.
When people fuck with the Panelverse that way, right? If you're not a Panelverse person and you come in and you try to fuck with the Panelverse people, like they will all band together. Like you just can't do that. You can't go around to Panelverse shows and flip out on hosts and get mad at hosts or fuck with host shows and do that kind of stuff and then expect everyone to turn and look at you and be like, oh yeah, come on back. You know, like I think he doesn't know the power of the Panelverse.
I think you're
I got the wrong
absolutely
address for
correct.
the orgy.
That is what she said. Now, this is after a week prior to that or whatever, she sent me this message. So when she's saying you can't fuck with host, what she's really saying is like me. That's what she's saying. If you come at one of us, you come at us all. So she watched them all trolling me and said, oh, you can't come at one of us. You'll come at all of us. That's why she says in the message that I sent her that night, she said, and I quote, it's tribalism at its finest. A lot of people aren't happy with your disrespecting Trippy on top of other things. That's what she's saying. Rob criticized my moderating. And you can't fuck with us like that, because if you do, we'll fuck back. That's what she's saying. Now, in addition to it being all of that, it's also one of the fucking cringiest things I've ever heard someone say. So that was it. Okay, fine. I'll address this publicly then. The awesome power of the Panelverse. I'll try my luck. By the way, it looks like I did fuck with the Panelverse. How'd that work out? Well, not only are they hemorrhaging viewers, turns out a lot of other people that also say that, hey, we're part of a Panelverse. We don't even like those people, like Speakeazy and who was the other gentleman that called in? And then even when I try to deal with them one-on-one, they have to put me in the back and say, we'll pay $100. No, Trippy's not going to talk to you. No, Sarah's not going to talk to you. They can't even talk in person. That's it. What's a little bit for the content today? But this is the issue going forward. I'm barely going to speak on it. On her, Dusty, Trippy, any of them. This was it. They're going to make a big deal. We offered to set up a debate. I'm assuming, I'll talk to Rob. I'll talk to him. One of them will say in the future. They were all there today. They were all backstage. I came on. I said, let's do it. Let's talk. They all came on after me. We were all there. We were ready to go. I'm not going to let them monetize it further. This is it. This was the chance. So clip this. The next time one of them say, Rob's afraid to talk about it. I was not only not afraid, I was willing to do it on their fucking channel with their moderator. All of them at once. I didn't give a fuck. And they were little bitches. oh no, they can't talk right now. Let's set something up later. So I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck about them. And they're going to say, we have new evidence. We want to talk about this. We want to talk about that. I don't care. I do not give a shit. Do not care. This was their chance. They want to talk. They would have rather hid behind a wall of trolls like they did last time. Why did I go back? Because Andrew went on and said, you got one opportunity to talk to me, all of you at once. Let's fucking finish it. Fine. You want to finish it? Fine. I said, they were talking shit on me. I said, fine, I'll do the same thing. That's it. So I know a lot of people are going to call into my regular call-in show and they're going to be like, well, what do you have to say about this? And I'll answer it, but I don't care. Trump's screwing the pooch right now. Republicans just lost. DebateCon's coming up this week. There's a lot of shit real to talk about politically. At the end of the day, this is just stupid online drama. It's online drama that gives me content and money, but I don't give a fuck. I would rather make $200 a night and not fucking address it, if I'm honest. But so Dusty probably could have made a lot more money if he had me on there. I'd probably still be on there arguing with them all. He'd probably have people that are willing to donate money to talk shit on me. But he's so fucking stupid. He couldn't even do that. He couldn't even do that. So here we are. So that's it. Now, moving forward on some better news. I look forward to seeing so many of your bot asses down here in Nashville. I'm going to be starting my drive Wednesday. So we're actually picking up a car Monday. And then from there, oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot Avarice. Yeah, all right. I'm going to bring Avarice up first. First, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then I'll bring Avarice up. But yeah, we're picking up a car tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're heading out. So me, my wonderful wife, my son, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law will all be coming down. We're going to spend a week at an Airbnb. So we'll be there for the entirety of DebateCon and then staying some days afterwards. So I'll be right back to the restroom. Then we'll bring Avarice up and then we'll wrap up the stream in a little bit here. All right. Chair. Yeah, the chair's not going to put up with bullshit. And my wife always tunes in for the chair. All right. Oh. Oh, yeah, we have to hit 357%. That would be great. Absolutely. Now, listen, a lot of people said, having a beer, going out for dinner. Yeah, man, I planned on fucking having a good time. So, absolutely, I'll be willing. I mean, if for whatever reason 80 people wants to go out to dinner with me, that might be hard. But, no, I'm looking forward to it. Look at this guy. Avarice, what's happening?
Crazy morning already.
Yeah, what do you think of the little drama streams, huh?
Dude, we didn't expect it. Like, we're just sitting in the Foundry, just bullshitting, and then like all of a sudden, like this post comes across our screen with like the Twitter of Andrew saying, "Fuck y'all, bro, bring all the panel up," and we're like, "All right." So now everyone was like looking through, and then all of a sudden it hit, and we're just, yes, content.
Yep. Well, and part of me's like, I've just been basically ignoring them. But if Andrew wants to address it one day, and it's like the dumb shit that they're saying, like what got them like on Andrew there was like basically claiming Speakeazy said that he's a member of the Crucible and he said something. And then their proof, because it was Trippy that started, their proof's like, well, Rob raided him one time. And he also said he became Christian because he listens to you. What the fuck are you talking? Like, these people are a joke. It's
Dude,
just, it's like, please, master, give us any little attention that you can, please. Even if it's negative, we just need attention.
I have a theory, you know what it was? Because we were doing such a good job at forgetting about them and just having dancing and giggling that they had to come back and try to poke a bear. So,
well, I really was like 95% of me was like, don't even fucking go on and address it. But I was like, fuck it. If Andrew's going on there to like one more time, then I'll go on because they're talking shit on me. And again, the best part is like this claim that it's like, well, Rob was talking shit first. And you saw what I said. It's like the most benign, like,
dude, he grifted. I don't know if you know, he grifted for you. You know that, right?
Did he?
You're grifted. You had to, they were like, they
right.
Yeah. There.
He loved calling me.
He was like, unless you want to bring Rob up back, it's going to cost you $200. You're the one talking shit about him.
Yeah, Dusty. Yeah. Well, that's shitty. He said bring Rob up for 200, and then he instantly sent me back and was like, send more money. I mean, I'd be pissed if I donated money there only to have it go that way.
I know.
So he brought me up just for 5 minutes.
I think that was Exocat or something.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
It sucks. We'll have to raise the money to give back to her because that's bullshit.
Here's what we'll do: if we can just raise another 100 right now to this stream, we'll just call that the cat donation.
Then the next time she was going to donate, we'll say, "Save your money. We got you. Yeah. So we need one more 100. Yeah, that's smart. Nah, it's so silly. And then like they're all big shit talkers until you're there in person.
Well, the funny part is we sit here and we like say that we always go like we're fans of the Crucible. We have always done that. We've never no one's ever said or denied anything because they were all over the board with Speakeazy, and anybody else. It's like there's nobody really that is the Crucible except Andrew. Everybody's been clear about that. Mr. E was even like aggressively clear about that. Yeah,
I mean, the closest person other than Andrew, the only two people that you could say would be the closest would be maybe Rachel, and that's just because of a family dynamic, and then Mr. E. And if Mr. E goes out there, right, on the extravaganza, well, forget that, because that's technically a Crucible show. If Mr. E starts his own stream, and he's just like, I got a lot of things to say about Israel, right? It starts like going like full Fuentes, right? Starts flipping the fuck out. Like the idea that's like the Crucible sanctioned this. It's like, well, still no, not really. The Crucible's just Andrew's brand. He hires people, right? You can say that looks bad for your brand that you hired this guy, but that doesn't any more than if Andrew, starts a restaurant and he hires me as a cook and I'm out there running my gums about something. Yeah, I suppose you could say we don't want to go to your restaurant because of this guy, but it's not that the restaurant did that. It's one of your employees did. Yeah. But Speakeazy's not even an employee, right? Like all these people, just because you're in the Discord of the Crucible or something doesn't mean that you're a representative of the Crucible. You're a fan and that's it. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. No one should be like, oh, that's just the way it is. So to point out anything that a fan said, how would it be any different than if I said the same fucking thing? When I got raided, you were on here when I got raided by fucking Sarah.
Right here. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we're going to mass report you. We're going to get your channel banned. Does that mean that was tomatoes? That was that's the entire Sarah tomato. And the difference there is you could draw a direct link. She actually hate raided over. So, yeah. I mean, fuck you.
Well, and the only thing I've ever heard Speakeazy say really with the Crucible is that he did debate university. That's where he learned his skills. That's like the only thing I've ever heard him really pitch.
It's stupid. And then the rest, it was just an excuse. All it was, they want the reaction, right? That no one gives a fuck what Trippy thinks. By the way, who I've been nothing but nice to since that incident, right? Then he's going to run around. Hey, you saw how it is when he's talking to me. Oh, Rob, no, you did the right thing. Oh, no, it was my fault. Then he's out there running his fucking mouth behind the scene. Cowards. The last of them.
They admitted that they need you. They
Right.
need your name.
We're the
They need
homeless
Andrew's name.
encampment.
We need
Yeah.
yeah.
We have nothing to lose.
You know, the
Okay?
funny part is, as a rich guy, I'm sitting there eating my popcorn going, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
you
true.
are the homeless
Well,
people.
that's just it. Now, the truth is that Dusty has a point, and I said this in the Foundry there. It was like, you know, he's right. They are worthless. So how do you deal with like a fucking vagrant? You ignore them. And so the fact that Andrew basically was like, get a job, you bum, today. It's like, yeah. And now the bum's like, oh, I'm going to hassle him tomorrow again. And the best thing you can do is just be like, who are you? What?
Well, I mean, I don't like to really, I mean, I don't preach often, but there is a good debate here. Well, I mean, there's the olive jar tomorrow, 2.0.
I
tomorrow.
heard
That's
Naomi.
exciting. Yeah, and then we have, I think he's on the whatever podcast tonight, so I think that's why he left. I think he would have been there all day defending you. I think he would have gone blow for blow.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking so silly. And that was the thing. Like, I thought what was going to happen was they're going to wait until Andrew started his stream on whatever and then be like, okay, we're ready. Yeah. And it's going to be like, no, like, they have all the time in the world because they have nothing, right? But it's like, for Andrew, he's like, yeah, I got a little bit of time in between my fucking 9 debates I have lined up this weekend. You got something to say? Let's do it. 2 hours. Come on. And so they agreed, you know, and it's like, well.
You know, it was pretty cool, too, because I was in the Foundry when all this was going down. So I got to see, like, all, like, the people that came in to mount up in your defense. And it's really cool when you see a little female with her little sword shield and her sword come up to the line. Oh, wait, that was EOD.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. No, but it was exciting. I mean, I'm like, you're all the only way for you to go is up. There was only where, like, it's the only thing you do. You just keep doing what we do. I mean, right?
I feel like, you know, I'll fucking get in a car wreck or something and die in the next, like, you know, year, and they'll be like, got him. We did it. We, you know, yeah, anything bad could happen in the future. That's true. But it's like, I think the prospects for me are looking very good. The prospects for Andrew are looking very good. And they probably could have been looking very good for Sarah.
Well, I mean, but, I don't know how they're all look good. We got new merch out there.
That's right.
On for everybody.
I'll have all the deets for you Tuesday. I go pick it up Tuesday. So
that's fantastic. You got for everyone to see what it looks like.
Oh yeah, I got pictures. I think I have. This. Did I save these in my?
Look at this.
It would have been smart if I saved them. So you can imagine I didn't. So well, they're like StreamYard. You got little like you could just click like almost like a, you know, you'll see.
You know,
I got
we still have like 25 minutes until the whatever podcast. So, you know, we should throw in some whip songs. Let's get
we could do that
for some whip songs.
Well, now wait, before then though, we're talking about where the hell are they? Oh, there we go. I'll show you the merch and then I'll show you one other thing that your donos could help support. So here's the shirts.
Yeah, let's see the clothes.
The shirts. It is, and the hoodies will be the same colors. It is the black and the graphite heather on the bottom. Go. Now, eventually, there'll be all of these colors, but that's just what I'm taking with me.
Available at the robnoerr shop coming soon. Yep. All colors.
And then the gray steel black and the blue, red, and white will be the hats that I'll have down there. So, and then also. Your donos have helped us get our friend Spiro. I'm staying in an Airbnb, and we've got Spiro some accommodations, so that he'll be staying. You know,
I'll be sure. You know, I got his in and out, and I'll bring a little metal bowl so he can, you know, go out and.
Right. He could busk a little. Like we'll give him a little guitar. He could, you know.
And don't worry for anybody like showing up that forgets your silver pen. I have a whole pack, so Rob can sign all your shirts.
I will sign. I will sign as anything that you would like within reason. You know, Rob, again, once more, you know, Mystery be like, sign this special message to the people of the Jewish faith, Rob, and sign your name real big here. Yeah, right underneath. Thank you so much, sir. Like, I won't do that.
Sign your name under this Tibetan good luck symbol.
Don't borrow. This is a manifesto. Don't read it. Just sign the bottom, please. Thank you so much. Has anyone? Yeah, there's nothing ever good that comes from a manifesto. Like it's always, you know. All right, we can do a whip song. What do we got? Eclipse.
I
Look
think,
at this. Snacks
Yeah,
for the
there we go.
drive.
There we
$50. Thank you. And the neighbor guy, $5 says, Rob, you're the man. Keep up the good work. Can't wait for your first nationally syndicated radio program.
Well, so we can't count the grift that you made while ranting because that's rant grift. So all new grift is new whip music, right?
Well, that 50 will count.
Okay, so the 50 will go to the first wheel.
Flavius, $20 over on Rumble says, gotta work, but here's some gas cash. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we'll do one wheel. Now, what time's Andrew coming on? 8?
Well, 5 my time, so 20 minutes.
Okay. We'll stick around till then, and then we'll raid over to him. That sounds about right. All right. Whip wheel. Yeah, that's something.
Whip wheel.
Let's get
fantastic.
that. Oh my goodness, though. Another day, another fucking bullshit drama.
Well, let's try to make it better and
Yeah,
annoy the
that's
audience
true.
with whip wheel songs. Well, I mean, Spiro's gone, so I have to annoy you now.
Well, I mean,
Well,
anyone who missed that stream, it was absolutely, the wheel's one thing, but it's going to feel hollow without Spiro singing. That's really what drove it home. So $50 and we'll spin the wheel. Oh, Mongolian throat music. Nice.
Talk about starting.
Spiro should have had to, someone should have donated to make Spiro sing that. That would have been.
I would have sat around and I'm still getting my voice.
I know
back.
you were, dude.
Right.
I couldn't stop laughing. You guys had me. You were killing me.
But I would have had Spiro do the 8-bit just to see if you could have kept up.
Right. Yes. Now listen, everyone. We're just messing around for 20 minutes till Andrew comes on. But here we go. Starts off heavy right out of the gate.
I thought this was music, not the Lion King. Sounds like the music the Panelverse gets ready to come on over to raid with.
Yeah.
Oh no, too late. You don't like whips over there.
There's a whip.
I like Gregorian better than this one.
Me too. This one's a little slow, I think.
Yeah. I wish this one had a little bit more of a.
Now this part's not so bad.
Lord of the lashes. Nay, 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 we're gonna march all day. All day, all day, where there's a whip. Where there's a whip.
Left, right, left.
Oh, nice.
There's a whip. Where there's a way. Left, right, left, right, left. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Left, right.
I got you, Zach.
Zach Gilby, how you doing today, my man?
A crack on the back says, we're gonna fight, we're gonna march all day and night and more. For we are the slaves of the Dark Lord's war.
Right?
It's nice. Sorry, I was getting a couple DMs. Thanks, Zach.
All good.
Let's read that. Zach says, check your DMs when you get a chance, you fat bastard. Oh, I added that part. Thank you, Zach, for $10. I did, and thank you for what the DM said, too. I really appreciate it. Yeah, let's check over on Rumble to make sure. Yeah, I mean, oh, go ahead.
Oh, so while we're prattling, you know, other things that was annoying me. Do you ever have like that one friend that always claims the mosquitoes are out to get him?
Yes.
Like you always got that one guy, and the mosquitoes are always out to get that guy.
I do know that guy. Yes, I know that woman is what I know. Yeah.
And no matter what, and then like, but they're so bad, they have to like come up to you and show you
right
everywhere where they get you. Like, hey, I told you. Look, 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 look. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here, wait. I think someone else is going to join us.
Is it?
It's a Crucible. It's someone from the Foundry.
Does he have it
is an official representative for the Crucible. No,
does he have a wonderful stash?
He does have a mustache.
I think I know.
At least I haven't seen him for a while. I'm hoping he still has a stash.
Well, I think this person asked if this was a call-in show.
He did. He asked me that.
Yeah.
So he can call in. We only got like 10 minutes, but yeah. He can
this is fantastic if he wants in.
The mustachioed hero himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience is like, who could it be? Is it Mario? Maybe. Now he's not going to call in. He's going to let everyone hanging. Who is this wondrous mustachioed man that they're speaking of? You never know.
Maybe I'll just double tap him with the link just to.
I sent it to him, but yeah, you never know.
Dude, he did this one that had me laughing while I was in the car and I was drinking my soda, and he had this TikTok where it said like, "Go outside now," and I died.
Okay. Now he's like, I guarantee he's like got a brush. He's like, oh shit, the mustache. I gotta get it looking absolutely perfect. You know, now I'm an official representative of the Crucible.
I saw the Crucible furry out there in the chat. Did you see Chris Lestrange?
Oh, I did.
There's Lestrange out there. Yeah.
He's a furry?
Well, yeah. Haven't you seen him? He likes to dress as a cat and jump from pillar to pillar.
He's all nimbly bimbly, yeah.
He's all nimbly bimbly, yeah.
What was that? Super Troopers. Did you ever see that?
And you know, he loves to play dress up. Have you seen his streams? He dresses up in all these weird things.
I've seen his streams, but I've never seen him dress up other than like looking dapper.
Well, like he likes to put contraptions on. I
haven't seen that.
Yeah. So
it's what was I gonna? Do you know Super Troopers, right? Beginning when they pull that dude over and they keep doing the meow thing.
Yeah, all nimbly.
He's like, meow, stop laughing. Do I look like a cat? Do I look like I'm jumping all nimbly bimbly from tree to tree? Do I look like I drink milk from a saucer? He's like, no.
I like the guy who's above on the top of the roof with his fingers doing the count.
He's laughing. He's just losing it. It's good shit. That movie's great, man. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. It's been a while. Call me. $5 says she had like 70 people watching live during a debate the last few times. They're just parasitic towards you because they need you. Dusty is Mr. Satan. The guy from Dragon Ball Z, he's sort of a worthless fighter, and yeah, I can see that. See, they always, when I watched it as a kid, he was always, what was his name, like Hercule? Because I think in the United States they weren't allowed to say like Mr. Satan, if I remember.
No, I actually had it when I had Mr. Satan, but I had the late night Toonami run when I was a kid. So
oh well, see, look at this. Yeah. Zach again. $10 says, hey, meow. You know how fast you're going, meow? That's good shit.
That was a good one.
There's so many good lines in that movie. I love when they give the rookie where his farm is like, oh, wait, that one's the rookies. And it's just the coffee with the bar of soap in it. And he keeps going, bite it, make him look like a dick. Just bite it. It cracks me up every time. Oh, it's good shit.
I mean, how many times do you remember like being in high school and then like doing the two syrup things, like just repeating?
Oh yeah,
watching your two buddies.
Yeah,
but we did a lot of stupid stuff. We did the milk cart marathon was another stupid thing.
Man, it's like I don't know, like they don't make comedies like that anymore, man. That was a fucking great movie.
You just can't. You can't. What are they gonna do? They're gonna get in trouble. Someone's gonna get offended.
Well, I've even seen like what the hell is this? I think it was Seth Rogen said his name. I've seen him like apologize for some of his older movies. Oh, the comedy was misogynistic and homophobic. Like, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know?
Yeah, crazy. This is crazy. And then watch, it's gonna shift back, and then it's gonna go like, and then everyone's gonna forget that all these fucking softy people were there.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, I mean, if the country's not fucked, hopefully in the next 20 years, we actually get some good comedies. That would be all right. This next
I know, right?
generation
Some good
people just-
comedy.
yeah, that would be all right. I mean, we won't be able to afford houses or food, but at least we get some good comedies, you know? That'd be
Right?
all
Oh, we just need more comedy with more what is that? Non-woke material.
Right.
I wanted to say more racist material, but
Well,
I
that too. Yeah. Susan Griffin, $5 says he can't pull over any further. Yeah, that's great at the beginning.
Like for me though, one of my favorites is Caddyshack. I grew up with Caddyshack.
One of my favorites, yeah.
Yeah.
Love
so the Cinderella story scene is so
Cinderella boy. Yeah, that's great. I quote, it's got to be a top movie I quote. I do it on the stream all the time and no one ever notices it. There will be no money, but on my deathbed, I will achieve total consciousness, which is nice. Oh, no, he's like, so I got that going for me, which is nice.
You do drugs, Danny?
Yeah.
Yes, every day. Why are you depressed?
Yeah, it's good. That scene's funny too. Right before that, where it looks like he's swinging the club and he's just taking a piss. He's like going like this, and then it zooms out and he's zipping up his swat. You do drugs every day. Good. That's a great movie, man. I do have the
from that
Caddyshack
era.
song.
There was so many from that era. What was the other one that I quote from that one?
Animal
Back
House.
to School. Well,
Back
Back to School.
Back to School's great with Dangerfield. That was like the first movie.
The triple Lindy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zach Gelby, $10. You'll get nothing and like it. Spalding. Yeah.
I
Like
always
they're doing the bet to see if he picks his nose, and it's double or nothing if he eats it. This is
Dude,
good
my
shit.
wife gets so mad at me when we go to Target, right? And I'll take the hats. I go, "What is this for? A bowl of soup?"
Yeah. Oh, but it looks good in you.
There he is.
Yeah, there it's.
Dude,
Oh,
I
man.
moved everything. Tell me if my mic's good too, by the way. I don't know. If it's,
It sounds
Fantastic.
great.
okay.
What game? What do you got? What are you playing on your N64 there?
I don't have anything in there now, but I have Smash Bros. I got Pokemon Stadium.
Nice.
I got Super Mario 64.
Nice.
A bunch
Oh,
of
you're being
stuff
more
here,
productive than me then.
Zelda. Well, I just finally moved in. They finished the addition on the house, so now I have my space again. I have my own.
Fantastic.
My domain.
What, did you move in? You don't have to tell us where yet. Was it like a close move or a far move?
No, it wasn't a move at all. It was just that they added. So, like, we turned the carport into the master bedroom.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Carport's huge, so now it's a room, so it's awesome.
Yeah, man. Fucking home,
Whole thing,
home
dude.
construction or moving's the worst.
Are you in a state where you had to get a permit for that, or was it all like fantastically done?
Well, we're not buying. We haven't bought a house yet. We're probably going to do that in the next like 2 years. So we're renting. So not on me, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But they did. Yeah, they had to go zone it and everything.
Tell Andrew to send all of his rich bots your way to just send you money, for.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
that's how it's done. Call me real
Dude,
quick.
I
$5 says, does this guy's mustache play Real American during the holidays? If I could grow it, I would show it.
My mustache plays. What's the song by Creedence Clearwater Revival? The one they always play for the Vietnam movies.
Oh yeah. Fortunate Son.
That one. Yeah. It's just
yeah.
Fortunate Son.
Non-stop.
When I go to bed at night and it's no sound, it's just my mustache.
Nice.
Fortunate Son.
What? Okay.
I was gonna say, I hate to say it, but I think I like the what is it, the Hendrix version of that, or who did the other version of that? The one that was actually in the movie. It wasn't Creedence. It was
Creedence did the one in Forrest Gump. If that's what you're talking about.
That's what I thought. It's in all the. That's the one they use in all the movies.
I thought there was a redo of it that was in that one. My bad.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
What'd you think
I wanted to come throw my hat in the ring because I know it will piss them off. You know what I mean? I wanted to come talk shit because I got inspired by Andrew. Andrew just does things just to piss people off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I bet if I come on here and I talk some shit, I know the haters will be so mad because I'm nobody. But the difference is I know I'm nobody. I'm just a guy. I have a family. I like to stream and play video games sometimes. But, you know, I get opportunities. I get to go on Tim Pool. I get, you know what I mean?
Fucking A, you were on. That's right, you were. Yeah, you were on Tim
So
Pool.
I can big time these guys and I can say, hey, I'm nobody, but at least I fucking went on Tim Pool. At least I've been somewhere. At least I do things. You know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck are you guys?
Listen, though.
You know,
are you sure you know?
Panelverse.
You know what you're fucking with? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think this is a mistake.
I think he doesn't know the power of the Panelverse.
Oh shit! Not the Panelverse! Oh no! Not the fucking Panelverse! Beware the Panelverse! He doesn't run afoul of the Panelverse! Who could know the great Sarah Tomato? The power she wields, the power of the Panelverse. There. Are you sure?
Good,
you sure,
so
Nacho?
good,
You sure
dude.
you want to fuck with that?
I'm absolutely sure.
Bandit says, give me a liter of cola for
great.
$2. Thank you.
It's great, man. I think, look, hey, I wanted to say, I think it's long overdue. I never got it. I never understood it. But, you know, hey, we're loyal, not one step back. We trust our fearless leader.
I will defend Sarah for this. I think that Sarah did a good job, like behind the scenes stuff, as far as like, it's a pain in the ass to get people on board with a debate, right? Yeah. So if you're like, hey, Avarice is like, hey, I want to debate Nacho, and he messages Sarah and says that, and then she's going to reach out to you, and then she'll find a time that works. Now, it doesn't sound like the hardest job in the world, and it's not, but it can be a big pain in the ass. It really can.
Well, I did that. You remember what I did the American Octagon. I had you and IRI come on and do the 1v1 debate. That's up on my channel. We had the big panel shows. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So
but it's not right.
You schedule every time you schedule like a 4v4 debate and you message like 10 people because inevitably like 3 people are gonna at literally the day of, even if you give them like a week's notice, the day of they're gonna be like,
but the open panel's
not make it.
The open panel's not that. It's just whoever shows up.
Right.
So that's not hard. And listen, I'm not belittling anyone that does that because I don't want to fucking do it. I don't. But it isn't rocket science. It's just time consuming, right? But the thing is, it's like, if that's all you got going for you, there's 50 people waiting in the wings. It's like, you mean to tell me that I could do a show like this and just kind of half-ass moderate and make fucking $12,000 a month? Yeah, man, fuck it. Let's do that, right? I mean, because that's basically what it comes down to, you know, where it's like you're making a ton of money and you're basically just like, and listen, more power to everyone that does that, and more power. Someone's got to do it, right? So Sarah was doing it. That's no problem. But the idea that, like, you know, she was, you know, as a talented moderator, she fucking sucks. She does. Dude, she sucks. She sits there and fucking half pays attention.
Prime Kai's is trash. All right, let's be honest, dude.
Most of the moderators of this don't even pay attention. There's 2 types of moderator mistakes you can make with this. There's the Sarah shit where it's like barely paying attention. Like, how many times per show will she put her fucking like screen up and go, and you know, who the fuck knows what she does? She comes back, yeah, boys, here, let's play this firefighter fucking, you know, ass or whatever. Great.
Yeah, you've been missing for 5 minutes, dude. Like,
yeah, great, you did it, you nailed it, right? And then the other moderator type that's bad is the like, and Prime will do this, that's into it too much. That's like, he keeps debating, and it's like, yeah, man, you're the moderator. You're the moderator. You're not debating. Whick does that. Whick will jump in as a debater, and it's like, it's okay once in a blue moon, but you're supposed to be the background. It'd be like the ref in a football game, like picking up the ball and throwing for a first down.
He just takes a pass, like he takes a pass, you know, and then sends it to the next guy. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, but you know, I've been a moderator. I thought
he does it better. Other people do it better. I mean, I never understood it, but I trusted the plan, dude. And then I feel unchained, you know.
Like, here's the thing. Listen here, Rob. I've got to get into the Foundry. I'm probably lagging out a bit because I'm streaming. So
yes,
I'll see you guys later.
Always appreciate it, man. I'll talk soon. I'll talk to Nacho for a couple minutes. Tia Avers, I'll talk to you for a couple minutes. Then I got to get going too. I got to get some.
Yeah, I know whatever's about to start too.
But yeah, I mean, it's just fucking like like, I don't understand. I look, like, from the time she messaged me, it was like, you need to apologize to RTP. I was like, really? And then I just started notice it was like, you know, wow, you're not really doing a great job moderating. Like, I don't understand it, but that is what it is. And again,
I thought it was funny because the idea, like when I saw the first clips going around, I was like, this is funny. Like, because we go back to like drunken debates, dude. We were on drunken debates together.
John Burke. Yeah.
I was on the panel. I don't remember whenever Destiny clips it. He clipped that little snippet like out of context of the TikTok and it went around and he's like, you guys kept on the trans debate like hours after the panel. It was like a 6-hour night.
Yep. Yep.
I was in there the whole time. I was still
drunk
there in the
too. I was drunk.
I know.
I definitely got drunk.
I'm like, dude, we go way back. Like, you're
that's
new
4.5 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're new to this. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
And
like,
she's messaging me, this is how you do these panels. But even then, drunken debates, you got your chance to speak. People weren't just shouting over you. And again,
we should
like,
bring those back.
And
then the
John's gone scorched earth on everyone who's ever said anything remotely positive about Trump. So that makes it a little tough.
He's weird.
He's also a dude who's very busy. I like John. Don't get me wrong. I still like John. But he's got 50 fucking, companies and you know what I mean? So like the last I talked to him, he's like, bro, I'm just so fucking swamped. Like I just doing his show that he's doing and he has a co-host plus then all these businesses. It's just like, it's
we almost did it. I remember I got a message like, I don't know if it was about a year ago or something like that. And it seemed like they were going to do one and then everything fell through. Like,
I was doing 2 years ago or a year and a half, 2 years ago, every week I was doing a X Spaces with him. And then that was just, he was so busy. He's like, yeah, bro, I can't really do this anymore. It sort of became a pain, but
that's what's funny. It's like, dude, we've been doing this since in the middle of COVID. Like, who the fuck are you? You're brand new to the scene. Stop. Who are you talking about? The Panelverse. Like, we know everybody in the Panelverse.
Well, right, and that's just it.
This guy, these 3 people that follow you, and that Coder. Maybe actually Coder could be considered part of the old school because he's been around for a little while.
Yeah, he's been there.
But like, they're these guys that are now orbiting you. Nobody even knows who the fuck they are.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
And
like, nobody knows who this panel show is. We've been doing panels for a lot longer.
When you go back, John was a better moderator. Dylan Burns was a better moderator. When fucking what was his Danabo? When he would moderate, he was better. Right? Fucking Prime K's better moderator. Right? Speakeazy better moderator. Like, and it's
me, and then who was
you were better moderator.
Sprouticus
was a better moderator. Right. And it's like when I used to do the arena, I was a better moderator. Right. And so it's like,
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, and again, it's not a pissing match. I don't give a fuck. Different strokes for different folks. Doesn't bother me. Right. But the idea when she sent me that condescending, like, let me tell you how to exist in the panel, like these panels. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, fuck you.
Let me tell you how to do what you've been doing for the past, 10
Now,
years.
she had more subs than me at the time. Right, and she had more viewers. Right, because Andrew. Sure,
and it's because it's a female audience too. Like the clips with the girls in the booty shorts and the weird shit. Like, dude, let's be honest here. All right, we're just farming simps here.
Yeah, like, that's exactly it.
If she was a male, not half the viewership. Maybe not even get the same opportunity. Let's be honest.
It's just it's so fucking stupid. But well, hey, Nacho, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go down and get dinner. But it's always a pleasure, man. We'll bullshit soon.
I'll see you, and I'll be there.
You're gonna be there. That's great. You'll get to meet my wife. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a blast. So
nice. We'll see you there, man.
Take it easy, Nacho. Thank you, man. All right, Fuck it button $5 says, oh no, sucks to sucks. I can't believe promoting leftists doesn't have the same effect after trying to ostracize your promotion in non-leftist space. Yep. Chicken Pork Adobo, $2 says, I wish I had the same gorgeous stash in Maine. That's Nacho, man. And James A. Fish, $10 says, your moderating would actually up the standards for the debate community. Maybe I'll start trying to moderate some debates. Maybe that's something that I'll do. I'll start my own panel right now. Just kidding. So, all right, we're raiding over to the Crucible. I'm going to go down. You should see me tomorrow around noon. Here's the tentative schedule. I'm going to try to do the call-in shows during the day. The evening shows I'll definitely be doing at 10 p.m. Eastern. But because I'm getting ready for DebateCon, there might be a time or two that unfortunately I can't do the day show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm hoping not. We're trying to get everything taken care of, get in the car, all of that shit. You guys are the best. Sorry about the stupid bullshit drama stream. Apologies for that. Next time we'll do better. So tomorrow I have a bunch of topics to talk to. We got the shutdown possibly ending. A bunch of mistakes I think Trump's made. And then I think there's a lot of interesting stuff about Vivek Ramaswamy and Dinesh D'Souza that's worth talking about. So, all right, everyone. Thank you all so much. We'll talk to you all soon. You know what? Before I go, I hate to do it, but we're 2% away from getting to 357% or eclipsing it. So I might as well push that last little push. One more little push. I don't know how much it would be. What's 2%? No Snap November, yeah. Whoopee! I saw Trump sending 2,000 stimmy checks. So he claims. That's all right. We'll end out. Someone will send the money at the end. Thanks to everyone. Appreciate you all. We're going to raid over to Andrew debating on the Crucible, so I hope you all will enjoy that. Please, please, please. That's right. Careful who I raid. Don't want to be accused of brigading. True. Whoever I raid's an official member of the Crucible, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much. Please always keep the memory of Charlie Kirk in your mind and how they assassinated him and then mocked him and his family for it. God bless Charlie and God bless his family. We'll see y'all tomorrow around noon. Have a good one, everyone.
Only in America is it possible to say, you know what, I don't like the way the country is going, and to do something about it. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Stay involved. Trust God and act obediently. Romans 12:2 verse. That God will use all things for good for those who love him. It's bigger than you. I want you to remember that. It is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. You are here to make somebody else's life better, the pursuit of liberty and freedom. You know what gives me strength? The hundreds of thousands of you that say, Charlie, keep going.
1 Corinthians 5 and 15. So that's all pretty amazing evidence, not just intra-biblical evidence, but extra-biblical evidence that Jesus Christ was a real person. He lived a perfect life. He was crucified, died, and rose on the third day, and he is Lord and God of all.